Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Sorry I'm late. I did woke up early, and then I passed immediately right back out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show going. Good morning. I hope everybody's week is going good so far. Hope y'all doing good. What's up? What up, in this electron? What's up? Greetings and bit of okay. Oh God. Let me drink my coffee. My brain is not working. Ooh, but how's everybody going? No, I think it's hump day. Yeah, it's hump day. See, I'm already ass backwards and don't know where the hell I'm at. All right. Let's go ahead and get into what we got going today. Oh, crap. I forgot I was going to use my actual model. Oh, shit. Ooh, let me go ahead and... Spydr out here, man lining coffee as a black... as black as hell. Well, what can I say? I do like my black... I like my coffee like I like my women. Black. Nah, I like some cream in it, too. That's a double entendre. All right, let me actually get my model because I know people like seeing that one when it comes to these shows more than this model. So let me get this one going. Sorry, chat. Tied up in burlap sack over the back of the donkey. Donkey. Why does this one like to show? This one like to snitch on me every time. Every freaking time. Damn. I guess Cousin Vinny is right. I am a white boy under this black skin. God damn. All right. Woke up early. Now you've been up for 4 hours already? Sheesh. CB, get you some rest, man. You out here working. All right. So now that I got this going, let's go ahead and move this a little down. All right, now to actually get the show started. Of course, everything's going on with this whole GTA PlayStation. We're gonna react to one of my one of my boys. 5:15 a.m. at the doctor's office. I said at the doctor. What the? I need to drink more coffee. 5:15 a.m. at the door. At 5:45 to get to work for 7. Yep. I remember I had to do that. Man, those nice hour jobs. Damn, dude, get some coffee. I'm saying. Look, I stayed up as soon as I got home from work. I stayed up and I went over some documents, some stuff I'm going over. A little something I'm going through a little something, and I had to review the documents. So, part of the reason why I might go ahead and just stream to 11. I was supposed to stream to 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and stream to 11 and then just deal with what I deal with. All right, but enough stalling. Where's Rokai's video? Is this recent one? No, it's not, but no, this is Rokai Reacts. Even though, yes, I am looking for his video, give him a shout out. My man is doing his thing. This is not the right video. Where is it? Okay, so, is his channel? Did he piss off somebody? Okay, he literally put it in my Discord. I don't know why I'm being retarded. Finally, Spydr is getting divorced. What do you mean? I'm not getting divorced. I'm not even married. I wish. Well, I wish I was married, but I don't know about getting divorced. Here we go. Oh, all those documents?
You will own nothing and be happy.
No. I wish I was signing paperwork to get married. Can I get to the marriage part first before we even think about the divorce? So I can enjoy it just a little bit. God damn it. Alright. So this is Rokai's video. You will own nothing, and Take-Two thinks the cloud is the 3 years away. So 5-minute marriage. You go to Vegas, get married for like 5 minutes. By the time we get to the damn doorsteps, we'll be turning around and be like, all right, we want a divorce. But I don't know if you guys heard the thing that's been going on with Rockstar and Take-Two. This dude has hacked them. I don't know who he is. Everybody say he's cool, he's bad, everything in between. He's a grifter, whatever. But he's only proven that what these companies are trying to do is they're trying to force everybody into the whole cloud service thing because they want to be able to dictate and control everything you do with the disc right over here. Even, I know people keep saying buy physical media now. We basically reviewed his video last Sunday night without watching the video. Yet we did. We did, CB. But pretty much, even if you having a disc, how the way they did it is only half or a quarter of the game comes on the disc. You still have to plug it up to the PlayStation and download the game to the disc. And even if you've done all that, there's still a chance. Uh-oh. I'm just not realizing. Even if you just now even if you have everything on the disc, if it's not connected to the internet, the disc is useless. So they're slowly pushing us into this utopia of you will own nothing and be happy, and we get to dictate everything you do with your license of the game. What up, Donnie? So let's see what's up.
You will own nothing and be happy. At least that is the future the gaming industry keeps quietly building toward. First, games moved from discs to downloads, then purchases started behaving more like licenses. Consoles became dependent on accounts, servers, patches, and online authentication. Now, the CEO of Take-Two, the company above Rockstar Games and Grand Theft Auto, says commercially viable game streaming could be here within 3 years. Not someday, not some vague Ready Player One future, 3 years.
Mind you, he said within 3 years, not 3 years out. So, really, they say within 3 years, but really that's maybe a year and some change, a year and a half. And that's why Sony, and really, don't get me wrong, all these studios want the cloud service. They want to go digital only. Sony is just the only one that's, being upfront about it. Don't trust Microsoft. Everybody thought Microsoft was going to pull the trigger on this first, not Sony. That's why people was genuinely shocked that Sony was the one that said, yeah, we're going to cut physical media. Everybody thought Microsoft was going to do it first, but Microsoft agrees with them. But just like with Nintendo, They're not saying nothing because they want. If there's going to be blowback, the blowback is going to go to the company that's started it, not the companies that's being quiet about it. Microsoft, Nintendo, who else? I think those only people that makes consoles, really. They are the only. They all want this, and they're trying to see the blowback from Sony. Does it play list which games are fully on disc? You can check their site, and it lists 73% of all tested discs are not needing to download to play, and 94 offers some kind of offline play. That's good. That's good. And everybody, like I said, I mean, if you were doing the whole protest thing or not, I still say fuck Sony. And mind you, I used to be a Sony boy. I was the Sony pony. I say fuck Sony, fuck Microsoft. If you can, get you a computer. Hell, even if you're not trying to go online and stream and stuff like that, go get you one from Walmart. They got something for like $600. I'm not sponsored by them. Fucking Automatic. Oh really? You got Automatic? Okay, does not play will list which games are fully on the disc so you can check. Oh yeah, I said that. So yeah, why did it delete it? Okay, hang on, Luge. Here, let me do this for you. Oh, I forgot. Fucking Kick makes you do this shit the long way. Kick, fix your shit. This should help. Okay, here you go. All right, refresh your screen, Lucian. That should protect you. It's so weird when it comes to that, yeah. I don't know, Kick be kicking. Alright. So what was I saying? I don't remember. But when it comes to this whole Utopia. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Even if you go into Walmart and get you some $600 PC, if you're not trying to stream it, if you just need a console, do that. Because on the second video we're gonna see, we got people that's already folding because the open beta for Call of Duty 4 is already it's about to be released, and people say, hold up, can we push this boycott back a little bit? And it's like, this is why Sony not taking y'all serious. This is why Microsoft and anybody don't take y'all serious. If you want Sony and these companies to stop and to chill the hell out, you gotta hurt. This boycott got to hurt. This is something that's gonna hurt both parties. It really doesn't hurt you because you're not spending your money. You're actively saving your money. Canceling your PlayStation Plus, not spending any more, not buying any more games on Sony until Sony gets their head out of their asses and say, okay, chill. We're gonna keep physical media. We're not gonna force this whole cloud service utopia. The second y'all say, hey, can we push it back for Call of Duty? PlayStation 1. They know y'all not taking it serious. Sony won. If y'all want this to stop, if y'all want these companies to take y'all serious again, fuck Call of Duty, fuck GTA, fuck any game that's being released on the PlayStation console, and go to Steam. Actively take your money somewhere else. That's when these companies will start taking you serious. When they see the money that was on the table start to go to somewhere else, that's when they be like, oh shit, the moment y'all just say, yeah, we're gonna boycott, we're not gonna play the games, we're not gonna do this, but when Call of Duty come out, we're gonna play Call of Duty. They won. You have a PS5, not on the LAN, but on Wi-Fi. It's been years since you played the PS Plus and really don't need it. Yeah. If anything, if you're gonna turn on your PlayStation, like I literally use my PlayStation for YouTube and streaming. I don't play games on my PlayStation no more. Matter of fact, I damn near bought all the games that I bought on my PlayStation on Steam. I think I got a few more. I think I just gotta buy Final Fantasy 16. And oh no, I gotta buy Final Fantasy. I gotta buy Final Fantasy 7, Rebirth, and 7 Rebirth and 16. Anyway, I talked long enough.
Zelnick is predicting the future. The industry is already building it, and this isn't really a prediction anymore, it's a progress report. And Take-Two believes that shift could multiply the effective gaming install base by as much as 10 times. Because almost any screen could become a game machine. That sounds convenient, it sounds accessible, it might even sound inevitable. But when the game no longer runs on hardware in your home, what exactly are you buying? What happens to the console? What happens to game preservation? And what happens when the company controlling the server decides
Lurking bot or GOG with your DRM-free download offline installer, and the game is yours forever. As long as you can back it up properly. Yes. I forgot. Go to GOG. I need to start doing that too. I need to start going to GOG and downloading my games there as well. Because, you know, I too, when I do have kids, when I do have children, I want them to experience games that I experienced, you know, back in the day. Without all this bullshit that they're doing to these games now with pushing a message. Oh, this game doesn't suit our viewings. This game came out in early 1990s and we don't have those viewpoints. Shut the fuck up and make the goddamn game. Shut the fuck up. If the game that you're remaking or working on doesn't have views that you don't align with, quit. Get off. Go away. I'm tired of people that commission or take on projects that they don't agree with, that they hate, and they want to put all these messages. Just because we make the game doesn't mean we agree with the viewpoints. Yes, the hell you do. You making a game. You're trying to make money off of it. You agree with it. Shut the hell up. Make the game. Or put fries in the bag. Either one. Cloud gaming is also has the issue of lag, and people who are rented to esports really don't like the amount of lag in their games. Otherwise, they spaz out. Yeah. You know the amount of servers you're gonna need for a cloud gaming. If you pretty much put the whole globe on cloud gaming, you're pretty much going to essentially need a warehouse big of servers. You're going to potentially need like a warehouse size server room for the whole globe to be on cloud serving. And even then, there's still going to be lag. It's not really possible.
your access has reached the end of its useful life. The uncomfortable part? Look around. We're already halfway there. Welcome to Gamer News Network. I'm Rokai, and today we need to talk about a prediction from the Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick that sounds like a technology story, but is really an ownership story. During Take-Two's latest quarterly earnings call, Zelnick was asked about rising hardware costs. He acknowledged that more expensive hardware is not good for the industry because fewer people can afford the machines needed to play modern games. His answer, however, was not simply that consoles need to become cheaper. He pointed towards streaming. Zelnick said,
"It's not going to be cheaper. It's not going to be cheaper." Now, yes, starting off, cloud services is going to be cheap because they want you guys to sign up. It's going to be $15, $20 maybe. And then once they got a good size of people in there, once they got a good chunk, then they're going to do what they always do. Hey, Steel Bear, how you doing? They're going to do what they always do. Oh, it's 25. Now it's 35. Now it's 45. Now it's 55. Now it's 100. Oh, yeah. Now we're looking at paying 150 for a license to nothing. We're not even paying for a license. We're paying for access because everything in the library, literally, we're only just paying for access. That's it. We're not even paying for a license. We're paying for access.
Take-Two believes reliable...
Even the BS that we're dealing with now, even though we have a license, at least we got something. With cloud services, we're just going to have a library. And we can download the game, but we won't even have the license.
Low latency game streaming is close, and predicted the industry could be in what he called commercial streaming mode within 3 years. His argument is straightforward. If a television, phone, tablet, laptop, or streaming box can receive a game from a data center, then those devices effectively become gaming machines. Players would no longer need a powerful console or PC sitting under the television. Take-Two could reach people who would never spend hundreds or perhaps even thousands of dollars on dedicated gaming hardware. From a publisher's perspective, that is a beautiful equation. More screens, fewer hardware barriers, a potentially enormous new audience for games with broad appeal. And if you happen to own Grand Theft Auto, broad appeal is putting it mildly. But a larger install base for Take-Two is not automatically a better deal for the player. That is the line we need to examine. Let's be fair, before we go any further, because there is an important distinction here. Zelnick did not announce that Take-Two is abandoning consoles in 3 years. He did not say GTA.
Okay, we got Endless and Illusion. The same with online content. Starts cheap, then skyrocket, so they can afford to make more games and movies for the 0.0000001 of the population. And Lucian Wolf, I want to point out that Google Stadia, which was a lot of cloud gaming, and they had so much money that they could have let it run for decades without causing a dent. But since it didn't make profit, they shut down Stadia. So how dumb is Take-Two when it comes to Google? I already tried it. It's like communism. That wasn't real cloud services. We're gonna do real cloud services. That's all it is. That's all it is.
We become streaming only. He did not announce a new subscription service, and he did not say every player will be forced into the cloud. What he did say is that Take-Two believes low latency streaming will become commercially practical within that window. He also said this could increase the effective install base by 10 times, while carefully noting that Take-Two does not expect its revenue to increase tenfold with it. That is a prediction, not an announcement, but that does not make it a harmless speculation. Predictions from major executives matter because companies invest according to the future they expect, and sometimes according to the future that they would prefer, and it does not exist in isolation. In a separate discussion about physical games, Zelnick said Take-Two's business is already well over 90% digitally distributed. He said the company may produce physical editions from time to time, but argued
as in, nah, they ain't gonna do it.
That physical releases do not always.
Maybe when it comes to like the collector's edition, then you get like a physical copy of whatever game that they make, but they're not gonna do any. May is just a buzzword. They're not gonna do it.
Makes sense anymore. That is a company-wide figure, not a clean measurement of boxed versus downloaded copies for every individual console release. But it still tells us where Take-Two's money is already flowing, which form of distribution the company now treats as normal. Put those ideas next to each other, more than 90% digital today, commercial game streaming possibly 3 years away. A potential audience 10 times larger once expensive local hardware stops being a requirement. No single quote says we are making the console obsolete, but the direction of travel is not exactly hidden behind a shrub here. The disc becomes a download, the download becomes a streamed session, the console becomes an app launcher, and the game you once held in your hand becomes temporary permission to receive a video from somebody else's computer. That's not merely a new delivery method, it changes.
I like that. I like what he said. You go from having a license to now you're paying for permission to have access to your library. That's what it is. You're no longer getting a license. You're just asking for permission. Hey, Daddy Sony, can I play the PlayStation now? Did you get your woke points yet, son?
Changes where control lives. Now, cloud gaming is not an imaginary technology. The services exist, the infrastructure is improving, and for some players, it already works well for them. Xbox
What up,
Cloud
man?
Gaming,
What's up?
NVIDIA GeForce Now, PlayStation Cloud Streaming, Amazon Luna, and other services as well have spent years refining the experience with a strong connection. Players can launch large games without downloading 100 gigabytes, play on modest hardware, move between screens, and avoid buying top-end PCs. That is the sales
Have a good
pitch
walk
they're
with the
going
doggo.
with. Fewer downloads, cheaper entry hardware, and access from almost any screen. Hardware prices are also a real problem. Consoles are not following the old pattern where a generation launches, expensive becomes steadily cheaper. In many cases, prices have remained stubbornly high or increased. PC components can be...
Yeah, hold up. I know what those viewpoints are for. Y'all planning on trolling me during scary games, aren't you? I'm watching you and Cat Bear. I'm watching you.
Even worse. For a family that already owns a smart television and controllers, paying for access instead of buying another machine could be the only affordable path into modern gaming. Supporters also argue that streaming could open major games to regions where dedicated hardware is difficult to obtain, repair, or even justify. It could let someone sample a game instantly before committing money or storage space, make lower-powered handhelds more capable, and keep demanding games playable on devices that would otherwise age out. I understand why publishers see an opportunity here, and I understand the reasons. Some players find it appealing, but understanding the pitch is not the same as endorsing it, and that dependency is why I personally oppose cloud gaming. The game runs on hardware you do not control through a service you do not control, under terms that can change without your consent, even while local hardware still exists.
Hell, not even terms that could change. They could just do whatever the hell. Because who's gonna read all those? Who's gonna read those 50 pages of terms? Everybody is tired. Everybody is miserable. Nobody's gonna really sit down and read all 50 pages of legalese and get to the one spot that says, "Yeah, any moment we could do whatever the heck we want." On page 45 out of 50. Nobody's gonna do that, so they can just put it in there towards the end. And they can be like, oh, okay. Like, imagine Concord. Okay, imagine. Yeah. That's where I'm going with this. You got your cloud services and all that stuff. There's a game that you really liked. And let's say not too many people downloaded it the weekend. Not too many people opened up the library. So Sony lost money on it. They'll just rip the game right then and there. They'll just rip the game. And like I said, you can't do nothing because you're paying for permission. You're not even paying for a license. You're paying for permission. So you don't even get that. Like, look how many people that bought Concord. 2 weeks and the game is dead, and Sony still got your money. Sony didn't issue no refunds or nothing. So the people who bought Concord literally just had a 2 week free trial. 2 week trial. Pixel Plus. Hey Dork, what's good? What's up, homie? What up, nerd? The issue is stuff like that can and has been worked around by others when it comes to that. For it only be a question of time until someone has jailbroken it. Yeah, yep. And then what they're gonna do? They're gonna start locking down everything. They're gonna find ways to sense when your console has been jailbroken. Best believe that. Best believe. Look, we're getting to a point where we have to jailbreak cars and other devices outside of phones. What the actual hell? Amazon Fire Sticks. Hey, can somebody jailbreak my cloud so I can have access to my damn games? We're gonna get to the point where we're begging for licenses now. I'm tired of having permission to play the damn games. Give me the licenses again. God damn.
Supporting that model helps normalize a future in which access replaces ownership. Convenience has a funny habit in this industry. It arrives as a feature, becomes the default, and eventually the old choice is described as inefficient until it disappears. We often place downloads and streaming in the same, quote, digital bucket, but the difference is enormous. With a downloaded game, the data is installed on your hardware you control. The purchases may still rely on a license, an account, or occasional authentication, but once the game is installed, local hardware is doing the actual work. Depending on the title and platform, it may continue to function
Don't worry,
offline.
Pix. I'm
With
building you a
streaming,
server right
the
now.
game
I'm
itself
gonna have you close.
never actually arrives. Your button press travels across the internet to a remote server. That server runs the game, compresses the image, and sends the video back to you. Every turn, every parry, every headshot, every badly timed dodge roll has to survive that round trip. If your connection fails, the game fails. If the platform is congested, the experience suffers. If the publisher removes the title, you cannot preserve the installed copy because there was never a copy to preserve to begin with. You are not buying software in a traditional sense. You are purchasing access to an ongoing service. And services, as we all know, end. Servers are retired, licenses expire, corporate strategies change, platforms close, games are delisted, subscription catalogs rotate occasionally, accounts get suspended, regional availability changes from time to time, a merger happens, a contract is renegotiated.
Though you're gonna be arguing with both Scales and Nova and maybe Cherisama, so good luck with that, buddy. You're gonna have 3 women against you.
Or
And you know what? I might add a 4th one just to be on the safe side. I'm watching you, Pix. I'm watching you.
an executive decides that keeping an old title alive no longer meets the required returns. At that point, your library is not sitting on a shelf. It is sitting inside somebody else's spreadsheet. That is the ownership problem at the center of this story. When people hear this argument, they sometimes respond with, consoles are not going anywhere. And technically, they might be right. Dedicated gaming hardware can survive while becoming less central. Music streaming did not make speakers disappear. Video streaming didn't eliminate televisions. What changed was the source, the business model, and the control over the library. The future console could become a premium local option for enthusiasts, while the
Imagine this. Here, this is how I could better summarize what cloud servicing is going to be. Imagine cable, but for video games. That's pretty much how it is. You're paying for. You're basically doing the cable version of video games. That's what it's going to be. Too late, my AI Pixel Links brought the spiked bat to back the AI waifus. I don't know how we normalize rebuying an online game when you get banned. Being banned from multiplayer focus should trigger an automatic refund. Yes, it should. But because you broke the rules, essentially, you don't get your money back. So that's the consequences of breaking the rules that we always change. You said a naughty gamer word, a gaming word that people used to say back in the day, and nobody got murdered or nobody feelings got hurt because everybody was literally talking crap to each other. Oh my God. You might not hurt the feelings of the other guy that's calling you the N-word, the hard R, but you hurt our feelings. So, fuck you, buddy. Get banned. And we got your money.
mass market plays through an app built into a television. The box remains, but it is no longer the gateway. It is the deluxe experience for people willing to pay extra for local performance. That would let publishers reach casual audiences through the cloud while still selling high-end hardware to core players. Economically, that hardware might make sense to some, but once most customers stream, local versions become easier to deprioritize. Physical production looks
I'm not gonna lie. That was one sexy ass Xbox. That was a sexy Xbox.
less worthwhile, offline functionality receives less attention, preservation becomes somebody else's problem. Eventually, the hardware can still exist while the ecosystem around
Soon it won't even be a license, it'll be permission picks. Oi, you got permission to use that slot, mate?
ownership quietly starves to death. The console does not need a funeral if the industry simply stops feeding it. And if you think companies would never trade player control for reoccurring access, I would like to introduce you to the last 15 years of software. Players noticed the same problem almost immediately. One response said that if gaming ever became streaming only, that player will stop buying new releases and work through an existing backlog. Another player who said they had tried multiple streaming services, even with a gigabit connection, argued that input lag still made the experiences feel worse than playing on local hardware. Those two reactions capture the heart of the fight: permanence and performance. Not every player in the discussion rejected streaming. Some praised its convenience and said the technology had improved. But the concern was not simply new technology bad. It was, do not replace hardware we control with access we cannot keep. We have already seen what happens when a major company builds an
I think you need to be more than the cool gay to use slurs picks. By the same logic that piracy is stealing, revoking a license without a refund should be theft, or just changing the language from buy now to rent now shouldn't be too hard. No. Exactly. But Lucian. We can't tell you that we're stealing from you. It's like taxes. We can't tell you that we're stealing from you. We just need you to know that it's something that you must pay for. Wink.
ecosystem around cloud-only access then changes direction. Google Stadia launched with the promise of high-end gaming without a traditional console. Players could buy games and stream them through Google's infrastructure. Then Google shut the service down back in January of 2023. To Google's credit, it refunded qualifying Stadia hardware, game, and add-on purchases made through the Stadia store. That was a
What? Google refunded the money? Interesting. It's almost like you can do it. Just like Lucian said, they made so much money, they could have did it, but no. But guess what? In this future, there won't be refunds. They pull a game? Nope. We're not gonna give you a percentage off. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. Nope. It's still gonna be $150 for permission to your library console.
far better outcome than customers might receive from a smaller company or a future service operating under completely different terms. But the central lesson remains. The games did not survive as playable purchases on Stadia after the server stopped. Refunds softened the financial loss. They did not preserve the platform. Now imagine a future in which cloud access is not an experiment sitting beside consoles, but the primary way millions of people play. The shutdown risk becomes more than an inconvenience, it becomes a mass deletion event. And preservation cannot depend on every departing corporation feeling generous on the way out the door. Here's my position on Take-Two's vision. I personally am against cloud gaming, not because I'm afraid of new technology, and not because I think everyone who uses it is doing gaming wrong. I am against it because the entire model requires players to surrender the thing that matters most: control. When a game exists only as a stream, you cannot install it, preserve it, repair it, lend it or resell it, or even keep playing after the provider shuts it down. The publisher owns the game, the platform owns the infrastructure, and you own a controller sending requests to both of them. Publishers can point to phones, smart televisions, and lower entry costs, but those benefits do not outweigh the loss of control for me. I would rather see the industry make local hardware more affordable than use expensive hardware as an excuse for removing the hardware and your copy of the game from the equation entirely. Sell a complete local version, keep offline play functional whenever the game does not genuinely require a server, release physical editions that contain usable game data instead of a plastic box carrying a download code, provide an end-of-life plan before the service launches, not after a shutdown announcement. And if the game is sold at full price through the cloud, publishers should answer a basic question in plain language. What does the customer retain if that service closes? Because
Well, according to the email that Sony released that pissed off everybody. Yeah, you buying a license, you don't own nothing, buddy. So whenever we're ready to take the game from you, that's it. That's why I was talking when I was talking to CB the other day. There needs to be different tiers to it. It needs to be $15. You have permission. You have the permission to a library. If you're paying for a license, you get, it's like what, half off, and then okay, whenever they decide to pull that game, you get your money back because you're renting a game, you're not owning it. But if you pay full price, if you pay that $100, You get the product. You don't get a license or nor permission. You get the product. You should get a downloadable key or whatever the hell they'll call it, that you can save on any SSD or whatever, and that is your version of that game, no matter what. Point blank, period.
Trust us, the server will probably be there is not ownership. It is a hostage situation with a friendly user interface. Take-Two sees a 10 times larger...
Oh, pirates are already putting their hats on. Pirates are already putting their hats on and getting ready to sail the 7 seas.
effect
They're gonna find One Piece faster than the anime.
install base. I see 10 times as many customers who could become dependent on infrastructure they do not control. Both things can be true. The technology may become excellent, latency may fail, compression may improve,
how you doing?
Data centers
Welcome
may
in.
spread, millions of people may decide the convenience is worth it. None of that resolves ownership, and none of it changes the opposition to the model. A flawless stream is still temporary access. A perfect image arriving from a server is still an image arriving from a server. Technological progress can solve the delay between your controller and the game. It cannot solve the power imbalance between a customer and the company holding the off switch. To be clear, these protections would not make me support cloud gaming, but if the industry insists on pushing it, these are the minimum protections customers should demand. First, cloud access should supplement local downloads rather than eliminate them where local play is technically possible. Second, publishers should disclose whether a purchase is permanent.
We got salmon and a big mango orange smoothie. Ooh, that does sound good. Ooh. Oh, we're talking about Sony's greed? Yep, not just Sony greed, but all of these companies greed. Remember, it's not just Sony that wants this. All these companies want it. Sony is just being the Sony is just being what is it Sony's just being the fall guy. That's pretty much what it is. Sony's just being the fall guy. All these companies want this. It just Sony is the one that's going to take the bullet. Just like how Nintendo bit the bullet for $80 video games, Sony is going to be the one that takes the bullet for cloud services.
Subscription bound,
Greed station,
dependent, or available only while servers operate.
Yeah.
No fog, no euphemism, no 40-page terms of service scavenger hunt. Third, full price cloud purchases should include a transition plan. If the service closes, customers should receive a local version, a transferable license on another platform, or an automatic refund based on clear terms established before purchase.
And I don't want no license. I want the product. I don't want a license. I want the product. If I'm paying full price for a digital game, mind you, we should have been more on their asses about that. Now that I'm realizing, we should have been more on their asses about these games. Why the hell were we paying full price for a digital game at the same price as a physical when I don't know who mentioned it, but yeah. They're not producing a CD. They're not producing a box 4-set CD. So why the hell are we paying the same price as we would a physical media? No. If we're buying digital, it needs to be cheaper than physical, like Nintendo was doing. And it needs to be a product, not a license. You're starting to hate that word. Yeah, that's why I'm saying license like that. Sorry. Sorry. You see, yeah, they say the quiet part out loud. Ownership, not rentals. Yep. Let's see. You will own nothing to be happy and let us track your ass to train our AI, and you're gonna pay for our bucky ass woke slop. Exactly. Yep. Yep. That's what I'm saying. License the way I'm saying it, because I want a hard install pause. That term, because that's what they're doing. They're selling you permission. Like I said, they're just selling you permission to use the game, and then whenever we decide to pull it, you no longer have permission to use that game. No. If I'm paying full price for a product, I want the product, not a license. Now British want to be Spydr-Bro. Oi. Nah, I ain't even gonna do all that. You're pirates, we're all pirates. Wink.
Fourth, games should receive an end-of-life pathway. Server binaries, offline patches, or other preservation tools can prevent a shutdown from erasing a work from public access. And fifth, physical media should remain meaningful. If a game ships on a disc, the disc should contain enough data to install and play a functional version whenever feasible. A code in a box is not physical media. It is a download wearing a Halloween costume. These safeguards would not turn cloud gaming into ownership. They would only limit the damage. The standard has to remain simple. Cloud gaming can never be allowed to erase the local option. Choice, not captivity. Strauss-Zelnick may be right about the technology. In 3 years, game streaming may be fast enough, stable enough, and widely available enough to reach a massive new audience. Your television may become a console with one single app. Your phone may run games that once demanded an expensive PC. The industry will call that transformation. I call it...
Oh, it's definitely a scam, but we don't want you to know that yet, so shh.
A terrible trade, surrendering permanent control of our games in exchange for temporary convenience. But the most important question is not whether the cloud can run the game. It is who controls the game when the cloud becomes the console. Publishers...
Yeah, you're right, CB. Well, we still, even somebody as advanced in technology as you, still can't think of a way to keep things from shutting down. Because it just take something, anything to shut down that server and goodbye gaming. Heck, it take one person being pissed and hacking the servers and shutting everything down. So many things can happen with this whole cloud service BS.
Will talk about access. Investors will hear audience growth. Players need to ask about ownership, preservation, offline playability, and what survives after the monthly payment or the server itself completely stops. Because the road to owning nothing will not arrive with a villain explaining the plan. It will arrive one convenient feature at a time. And the uncomfortable part? Look around. We're already halfway there. I have drawn my line. I do not want cloud gaming to become the foundation of this industry, and I will not pretend that renting access to somebody else's server is an acceptable replacement for owning a playable copy. What about you? Would you ever accept cloud gaming as your primary way to play? Or would that push you towards physical media, DRM-free PC games, and retro hardware? Tell me where you draw the line in the comments. And if you want more gaming news without the corporate fog machine, like this video, subscribe to Gamer News Network, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. I'm Rokai, and this has been Gamer News Network. You will own nothing.
Oh. Damn. I was trying to hurry up and switch to that the Colin Noir video. Let's see, rethinking the rules of the consumer games, single player games. Enjoy it as paperback novels. Yep. You're on YouTube right now, casually bullying spiders. My own mods in my damn chat are bullying me. I can't even yell mods because my mods are also bullying me. God damn you. This one was 13 hours ago? I kinda, ooh. Okay, so, wait, what the hell? Fake guru, Yunda is waking and panics after wife drops receipt. Oh! It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch these three. So let's go ahead and do this.
So I want to show you a video, and then I want to talk about the thing nobody wants to hear.
Let's see. All right, let's hit the back button.
You will own nothing and be happy. At least that is the future the gaming industry keeps quietly building.
I pay my wife $250,000 a year. She has a maid.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. And Alba's being a whore again. Another woman done came out against him. Alba, you're starting to look more like Fit to me. No, it's fresh. It's fresh. Fit is Myron. Let's see. What else? What was it? I can't remember. My mind is already fucked. All right.
You will own nothing and be happy. At least that.
Thing nobody wants to hear, which is that there's somebody out there right now who looks at you like food. Roll it.
Video.
We bully each other. What you're talking about, Willis? We bully each other. I'm talking about all my mods bully me. All of you guys. Well, if I was already hating this video, I pay my wife $250K a year. What the hell do you pay your wife exactly? And she's about to start, and she's about to embarrass him too. That's what I'm saying. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good, especially with these panda. What's it called? Panda bears.
Just in to the newsroom shows the frightening moments involving 3 people who were held up at gunpoint in Center City early this morning. Police say this video shared on social media is part of their investigation into the armed.
But Spydr, I thought those scary assault rifles were illegal. Oh, where is this? Where this looking like? I bet you it might be California, Commie Floor. I thought Commie Floor was a gun-free zone. I thought gun-free air zones worked. I thought they put up a magical barrier that where you enter, all guns disappear until you leave the barrier. Oh.
Robberies.
And then they get people that pass by.
Along the 1500 block of Locust Street at about 3 a.m. Investigators say
it's
2
3 a.m.
suspects approached the victims armed with handguns, and the third suspect.
That is no handgun. That is a rifle. That might be a rifle that's that's classified as a pistol, but that's no handgun. Let me record instead of calling the cops. Exactly. No, they probably called the cops and they said, yeah, we about 30 minutes out. Good luck.
Was carrying an AR-15.
All right, so normally on this channel, we're breaking down somebody who's used.
Hey, get it right. I did bully you before. I was a mod.
Did that here, which is
that's
exactly
right.
why
That's
I want
fair,
to talk
Lucian.
about.
That's fair.
Because the part that should scare you happened long before anybody got out of that car. Listen to how the police describe it.
However, we do know that the vehicle was in that area for approximately 3 hours prior to this robbery. It was driving around. It was parked up in that area, and then it did rob these 3 adult males.
3 hours of circling, parking, watching, circling again, waiting on the right people to walk past in the right condition. And that is hunting. That's a lion in the grass by a watering hole, waiting on the one gazelle that puts its head down a half a second too long. Everybody who walked down that street during those 3 hours
hey, how you doing?
made it home has no idea.
Yes, so
how
far
close
so
they
good.
came
We're having a great
because they
stream.
never
Welcome
saw the
in.
car, and the car saw all of them. Then when it goes like this.
So it happened in a matter of minutes. They exited the vehicle.
And you're right, Tomahawk. Guns lawfully only affect law-abiding citizens. And that's always how it is. Criminals, by definition, breaks laws. So what do you think making laws are gonna do to criminals? A whole lot of nothing. Nothing.
2 of them, I believe, went over to the other 2 victims, and then the one male with the long gun style forced the other male down onto the ground, and then they all got into that vehicle and they all fled. There was, we believe, a driver inside of that vehicle that didn't exit, so we believe that there were at least 4 people that were inside of that vehicle.
4 guys, 3 of them on top of you before your brain finishes processing that a car has even stopped, and one behind the wheel keeping it running. And the reporting says 2 of them complied, which people always talk about like it's the safe play, except somebody in that group still got hit in the face with a gun. So let's be honest about what compliance actually buys you, which is hope. Now, this video made its rounds, and a guy I came across on Instagram reacted to it. And he's not a cop and he's not an analyst. He's just somebody who's watched this cycle run before.
Hey, young man, after all the shooters shoot up all the ops, the shooters become robbers. We about to see an uptick in niggas with big guns robbing regular people, because you gotta understand, the street niggas already hip to the shooter's way of life, and they already hip to how robbers move. But the regular citizens, the motherfuckers who got good jobs, moving around the city and in places where it seems safe, it's gonna be an uptick in robberies. Because y'all might be too young to see the trend. Like, these don't got nobody else to use them guns with. The ops are either dead or in jail or on the run. They ain't hanging around. The shooter's getting bored. So then they hopping in that motherfucking striker car and they riding around robbing motherfuckers. And it might be you, it might be your mom, because they will rob women. They will take what they can get.
So a strike.
Yep. These people, these type of individuals don't give a damn about anything but themselves. You think they're just old school said, they ain't gonna stop at you. They gonna hit your mama. They gonna hit your cat. They gonna hit anything that they can. If they can get something off of it, they're gonna rob everybody. They're literally gonna steal candy from a baby at gunpoint. These NWAs don't give a damn. This is why I say people should carry firearms. We should give more training and more support to police officers and actually throw these niggas in jail. And no, let's not, he was just robbing you. He was stealing your Jordans to feed his family. Oh, he's just an innocent baby angel Aladdin who's just trying to feed. No more engineers. No more scientists. No more doctors. Lock these niggas up. Throw away the fucking key. Or let us neutralize them. Twitch, I said neutralize. For legal purposes and legal reasons and TOS reasons, I can't say what I really want to say, even though they're criminals literally robbing somebody. We need to allow officers to throw their asses in jail or civilians to legally defend themselves and neutralize them. That includes death. Let's see. Always them straight white Christian males. Yep. You know what? I would try if I were to call the cops in such a situation. I say the victim looks like a member of the Jewish community. It even not true. It might speed things up. Just say they robbing a gay person. Or they robbing a trans person. They'll show up instantly. They'll spawn. 5 stars will automatically pop up. Say it's the... What? 911, what's your emergency? Yes, I see 3 Jewish people robbing a trans man, woman, whatever they them are. That's how it's gonna be. Let's see, in Minecraft, some of the Goy squad. The Second Amendment doesn't give you the right to keep arms. It also gives you your right to bear and use arms. Exactly. I want to clip the wings off those the angels. I'm saying, them damn baby Aladdin, man, fuck them. Look this up. You just minding your business. I want to live back in a society to where you can be up at any time in the morning and you want to just take a walk. Because you don't know what this guy's going through. He might be going through hell right now. You don't know. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Could he just got done clubbing? Could he just got done, from work? You don't know. And now his day, if he was already having a bad day, it just made it worse because he got held up at gunpoint. Somebody smacked him across the face. And not only did he get robbed, he got essentially his manhood taken away because outside of, you can there's multiple ways you can have your manhood taken away. Getting robbed and bitch slapped is one of them. There's an easier solution. Just say N-words, they out of their race, and they shit on black women. And before else disagrees with me, a lot of Camelo supporters are doing that. Yeah. Right. Next one. Yep. No. The easier way to solve this is just to start locking these niggas up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just start locking them up. Throw away the key. No more free passes. No more, we believe in you. Oh, the situation was just your life situation. Oh, I don't want to ruin your life even further. Nope. No. Throw their asses in jail. And if they plead insanity, put a bullet in them. I'm tired of this shit. If you're too insane to walk around in the world, we're going to go ahead and take you out.
It's just a stolen car used to go do dirt. It used to be strictly for going at their ops. And now it's the work vehicle for the robbery. And stealing a car got so easy that a criminal's range went from a couple of blocks he could walk to the whole metro area he can drive. Now, that should land hardest on the folks who keep telling me I need to get out of the city. They'll steal a Honda. they'll steal a Mercedes. They don't care what it looks like. They just need something to do
Kill
the
Mello.
job in and dump it. So when a clean car creeps through your clean neighborhood, don't let the paint job vouch for it. And then
Oh, Kill Mello about to be Cream Mello in a minute.
somebody at the presser asked the question everybody's thinking.
No, I mean, again, this is, it's not something that we're seeing a lot of. It's not fitting with any patterns that we have right now.
He's not
Oh, it's in Philadelphia. Uh-oh. Yep, Philadelphia is one of them states.
lying to you. He's telling you what the data says as of that podium on that day. But you only get to name a pattern after it's already happened enough times to hurt enough people. And I'd rather adjust off a warning than off a body count. So here's my actual point, and take it the right way. You are food. Not as an insult and not in some victim mentality way. There's a category of predator out there that looks at you the way you look at a menu. And the reason you
Outsourcing
can't
has been a
feel it
huge part
is
of the
because
post-
you don't think you're
World
food.
War II
You
world.
have a
Yep.
good job, nice car, dinner with your wife on a Saturday, decent part of town. So your guard drops to the floor. And that comfort is exactly what they're shopping for. They don't go where the danger is. They go where the money is and where the money is relaxed. I've been in that spot more than once where I was 80 to 90% sure somebody had me marked. They had no idea who I was. They just liked what they saw. And the only reason it stayed at nothing happening is because I noticed. And once I noticed, I stopped moving like food. And they went and found somebody else to eat. That's a cougar. It watches you. It waits for the moment you're most vulnerable and it pounces, and you never see it coming until it's already on you. But catch the cougar before it's ready and it stops dead and stands there looking at you sideways trying to figure out what you are. It might still come anyway, but it's a lot less interested. And if you turn your back and run, that prey drive lights all the way up. Same animal here. These are opportunists. And the second they think you see them, you become work. And there's always somebody easier down the block. So from a practical
Yep. This is why I always advocate, if you live in a state or a city that allows you to carry your firearm, please do whatever you can to get yourself licensed and to carry. I don't care if you want to conceal or open carry, even though I do support more concealed carry because you don't want to be a mark in that way too. Always concealed carry, in my opinion. But get you a license, get you your firearm, please train, and actually be aware of your surroundings. If you're walking outside, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning, have one earbud on. Do not have both in. Only have one, and also have it in transparent mode. Always, I want to say maybe 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. Maybe 10 seconds. Look up, scan your environment. If you're going to be out at night, always scan your environment. Don't walk with your shoulders slouched. Walk straight up. Pretty much how Colian is. He's cut. Now I think he's more squared. Because how these people pick their targets. They pick people who's distracted. They pick people who's not paying attention. And then they pick people whose shoulders are slouched. So kind of like how he is right now. They don't pick people who look like they can defend themselves. So always do like that. If you look like you're a work, if you look like you'll be a problem, even though these guys got firearms, they will likely avoid you because I don't know, man. This one look like he might got something on him. This one look like he might fight back. Even though they got 3, I don't care how many times I've seen it. Even though you can have 4 or 5 people with guns, one person starts firing back, the whole squad runs. Yeah, they firing back too, but guess what? They're getting out of dodge. Because when bullets starts flying, oh shit, I can die. I don't want to die. There's something about prison labor when it comes to the rehabilitation of criminals. Intense backbreaking labor teaches criminals the true meaning of having your freedom taken away from you. Commit crimes. Keep your head on a swivel, yes. And don't look nervous. Take your time. Slow sweep. Notice corners and hiding spots. Yes. Always take fake selfies to look behind me. Yup. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. And also, second their life is on the line, it becomes a real, and they don't like it. Exactly. Exactly. As soon as bullets whiz past your head, I don't care how many squad you got on. As soon as a bullet start flying towards you, oh shit, oh shit. I've seen it every time. I've seen it every time. Let's see, you actually have a series of large knife on me? Oh yeah, we all got. I got my own. Where is it? Where is it? I used to have. Oh, see, I need to bring it back to my table. I need to bring it back to my table. Yep. Now I can't carry this outside, but oh no, I can't. Yeah. I can't carry this outside. But I did used to have a very big knife, and it was within legality of being considered a pocket knife for Texas. Let me see. Where is the camera? Webcam. Snow cam. Heyo. Snow cam. She was getting ready for belly scratches. Not a knife. This is a knife. Now I can't carry this outside because how big it is, but I had something that was like quite large, and it was in Texas legal standards. Make sure you know the legal standards of the knife in your state. All right. Thank you, Steel Bear. In Texas, you could carry a sword without a problem. I wish. They might have changed the laws on that, but if they did, oh, I'm definitely walking around with a sword. But yeah, if you can, I recommend having mace. Get you some palm spray. Don't get the mist or the cloud version, cause the cloud can go by the wind. You always want to get the liquid version of mace, cause like I said, if you get the cloud, the wind can blow, and now your eyes are burning too. Texas is a constitutional carry, but I don't think that works for swords. I hope. I mean, if it works for swords, hey yo, let's go. Spider, you officially our favorite slur card carrier. Thank you. I try.
Standpoint, just some guidance here. For instance, your watch comes off before you.
I gotta get my power level up. Powder is she's looking down at me and saying pathetic, so I gotta get my power level up.
Leave the restaurant and goes into your pocket.
And then I gotta fight the true boss of slurs throwers, Amalgamite. And then I fight Leaflet.
And the same thing with the chains and the rings. And don't sit in your car at night where people can watch you scroll. Keep enough gas in the tank that you pick the gas station instead of the gas station picking you. When you're walking, get your face out of your phone and turn around every so often. Just turn, quick glance, and then keep it moving. Is a car rolling too slow? Is it blacked out? How many people are in it? Because a robbery almost never comes out of a car with one guy in it. Anybody at night trying to close distance on you,
Powder is the whitest black out there, and I'm the blackest whitest person out here.
create it back.
I think me and Powder swap positions.
Because you're better off offending a
And technically, let's not forget, I am Powder, chat. Wink.
stranger than being a victim. And never, ever turn into your neighborhood with somebody behind you at night. Ever. Because even if they don't do a thing that night, now they know where you sleep. None of that is a guarantee, however. What it buys you, though, is time and space. And that's everything, because they get to act while you have to react. Which brings me to something people skip right past, because carrying a gun assumes you're always allowed to have the gun, and you're not. See, here in Texas, you can't take a handgun into a 51% establishment. So the minute you decide to grab a drink with your friends, that whole plan.
And what does 51% establishment mean? It's any type of restaurant or establishment that 51% of their profits comes from liquor. So if you go to like a bar or anything and they have a 51 in a circle with the ghost, essentially the ghost buster symbol, but it has the 51 in it, you better not have your firearm in there. Let's just say Texas is gonna get deep in that ass if you bring your firearm into a business establishment with that. So yes, if you see 51, take your gun back to his vehicle. And depending on what state you is, of course, you got to follow the laws. But Texas, all we have to do is put it back in our vehicle, preferably the glove box, and lock your glove box. If you're in a state to where it has to be in the back seat, of course, put it in the back seat. Or you're always safest putting it in the trunk. But always get you one of those. If you're gonna put it in the back seat or the trunk, get you one of those lock boxes that you need a code or a biometric one. Get you one of them. You want to make it super difficult. If somebody decides to try to steal your firearm, you want to make it as difficult as possible. Let's see. That is true. No guns and bars. Yep. Ada Wong, and from the last stream, you and Ty had, you're not also black. You are capitologist. Your religion requires that you're armed at all times. Yep. I meant also Spider. Also stupid YouTube. Yep. And also, I know in Texas, it's 30 out 6, 30 out 7. 30 out 6 is you can't open carry, and 30 out 7 means you can't conceal carry. So, let's say if you go to, like, my apartment complex. No, 30 out 7 means you can't open carry. 30 out 6 means you can't conceal carry, because my apartment complex is 30 out 7. So, 30 out 7, I can have my firearm on me, as long as it's licensed, and I can conceal it. Now, if it had 30 out 6, which you'll rarely see anywhere it says only 30 out 6, that means we can open carry. No, not open carry. We can, openly carry the firearm, like you can see it. You can see it, like it has to be holstered, and you can see it openly. That's 30 out 7. 30 out 6. If you go to a restaurant or any type of establishment and they have both 30 out 6 and 30 out 7, if you don't have a license, then you have to leave your firearm within the vehicle. But if you have your license, you can proceed within. You can go inside the establishment. So that's how it is in Texas. I don't know the penal codes in other states, so don't go around. I don't see 30 out 6, 30 out 7, and you live in Pennsylvania. And but Spydr said that's only in Texas. That's only in Texas. That's only in Texas. Don't you dare blame me.
And you built around the pistol on your hip is sitting out in your car while you're doing the walk back to it. And that walk is exactly when most people are the softest they'll be all week. So the play is layers. Pepper spray is a layer. Your feet are a layer. Paying attention is the biggest one by far. And a knife is a layer, because a whole lot of places the gun can't go, the knife can. Like, for instance, one of the knives I like to carry is this Black Mamba from Cobra Tech. I like it because it's an out the front, so if somebody already is on me and I've only got one hand free, I can rip it out and get to work without fumbling with two hands and a thumb stub. It's light and it's slimmer than you think for what it is, and it's still big enough to be a force multiplier if I end up hand to hand with somebody. And that's really the whole point, because I don't want a fair fight. I have zero interest in a fair fight. Whatever advantage I can get my hands on, that is one I'm taking. Just know your state on the blade length and the automatics before you clip anything into your pocket, because everybody writes those rules a little differently. But I'm not gonna sell you a fantasy. A knife is a contact weapon. It's ugly, it's up close, and if you're using one, you're probably having the worst day of your life. Having nothing, though, is worse. Now, true story. I was in New Orleans years back, like back when I was in law school. I walked off of Bourbon onto a side street, which is exactly what they tell you not to do. And we did it anyway. Two dudes fell in behind us. The girls never saw a thing. They're doing the whole, making my way downtown. They're just not even paying attention. However, me and my homeboy clocked it at the same moment and started doing the thing where you look back and he looks back, and now they know, we know. Couple tense blocks later, they decided it wasn't worth it and peeled off. Now, nothing happened. That's what winning looks like. And nobody ever posted, which is the part people hate hearing on a gun channel. The gun is a starting point. If they get the drop on you at 3 in the morning with 3 guys out of a car and a long gun at your chest, that pistol on your hip is kind of a paperweight at that moment. And the only thing that was ever going to change that outcome happened 5 minutes earlier, when you either noticed them or you didn't. I'm not telling you to live in condition red. Turn it on in the places you've already decided nothing can happen to you, because that decision is what they're counting on. Bump your attention up by 15% and trust your gut when it says something's off, even when you can't explain why, because
you always want to be in condition yellow. The only time you're in condition green is when you're inside your own house. And even then, every so often, you want to switch yellow on and be aware and be attentive. But anytime you're outside, you want to be in yellow. Why? Yellow is just saying you're paying attention. You're making aware of your surroundings. You're taking a quick scan. You're noticing where people are, where cars are. And, different, you just paying attention to your environment. Orange, you clocked something. Like you said, when they went into the alleyway and the two dudes walked up behind them, that's orange. Okay, I clocked something. Let me start to put my hand like on my firearm. Just hover. Let me, do a couple of look backs, and I want them to know that I see them. And I'm gonna don't speed up your walking. Still keep a steady pace, because if you speed up, that might trigger their predator instincts, and they might think that you're scared of them. No, don't change your speed. Don't get loose. Still stay strong. Like who was it that said it? I think it was Illy that said it. Keep your shoulders square. Stay up and let's go. What up? What up, Ben? But you want to let them know that you're aware, and you want to make yourself a threat. You want to make yourself a threat, or a potential. I will fight back. Do you guys really want to do this? And oftentimes they will leave you alone. Often, not always a guarantee, but it's often.
Just brain is slow, and your subconscious already did the work. Your environment doesn't protect you. Sometimes your environment is the whole reason you stand out. Now, y'all know what it is. If this changed how you think about moving through your day, send it to somebody who needs it. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe if you haven't. I'm Colin Noir, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to...
He's gonna do the shield. Oh, wait. Oh, it is in denial? Ooh. Okay, we're gonna watch the other one. Oh. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Foxman. How you doing? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in. We're going over just different stuff and different topics. If you have to raid and run, I completely understand. I know streaming does take a lot out of you. But if not, kick back, relax, and welcome to hell. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Carmelo Anthony.
Anthony has lost his...
Bet. Thank you for coming in, brother. Oh, wait. What's this? 4,000 Houston teachers are fed up. Ooh, we're getting some good content today.
Bid for a new trial.
A judge said no to Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial.
Judge said no to Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial. Carmelo Anthony's attorneys say their fight for a new trial is not over.
All right, so Carmelo Anthony's motion for a new trial was denied. Let's talk about it.
Good shit.
Every time you shop, check your email, create an account, somebody is trying to track you, scam you. Now, the first thing, scam check trackers, webcam protection that stops on those free.
I'm sorry, Nate. I like you, but you're not calling me mommy, so I'm not going to watch the ads. I'm sorry.
Extra months. Now, let's get back to the video. Okay, so this Carmelo Anthony, spelled with a K, was convicted of murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison for the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf when he stabbed him in the chest during the...
That nigga is guilty. Hang his ass. I got the rope right here. Hi, Twitch. Hi, YouTube.
The altercation at the track meet. We all know this. Now, when the race grifters got his case, it became a mess, right? Because, hey, we got a black kid, we got a white kid, let's just make it about race. Now, I'm going to say this. If these were two white kids or two black kids, we wouldn't even hear about this case. But because one...
Exactly. If it was two white kids or two black kids, this wouldn't be it. This would be local news, and we wouldn't be talking about it 2 years down the road.
happens to be black, one happens to be white. It's now become a race issue. Now, objectively, this was a classic self-defense case. And the facts are very clear. Austin Metcalf touched Carmelo Anthony, asking him to leave the tent. Carmelo Anthony responded to that simple touch with a stabbing. Now, in the United States, you can't stab people for touching you. You can't stab people for pushing you. That is going to get you likely a life sentence or multiple decades in prison. And that's what the Carmelo Anthony proposed.
Or death should be on the table, but you know.
Opponents want you to believe that a simple touch on the shoulder to ask you to leave should be a death sentence. So obviously there was a trial. Every single witness said the same thing. Carmelo Anthony overreacted. Carmelo Anthony wasn't acting self-defense. Even his friend.
Why they make his ass look like Diddy? Whoever did this knew dead ass they was wrong. They made his ass look straight up like Diddy. Diddy Jr.
And the black people who were there, the white people who were there, all the witnesses said he was being unreasonable and he stabbed the kid for no reason. But even with that overwhelming evidence, you still have the grifters out there making this into a race issue. So with all that said, Carmelo Anthony and his legal team filed a motion for a new trial because they said that
might be a new court printer.
The trial was improperly closed to the public and that there was a gentleman's agreement between the prosecution and the defense that violated Carmelo's right to testify in his own defense. Now, everyone really focused in on the gentleman's agreement because that's where the fight really was.
Oh, yeah.
The court had to examine the previous evidence of
I hope they got lube in prison.
Of bad doings by Austin Metcalf, and they also had to examine the character evidence or the previous bad acts by Carmelo Anthony.
Okay, because there's new evidence that came out that Austin Metcalf wasn't the not so innocent boy that, you know, people made him out to be, and Carmelo Anthony, both of them are dumbass teenagers. Both of them did retarded stuff as kids or young children. I've done and said retarded stuff on Facebook, MySpace, and all that stuff. I was a teen. I was a dumbass. That doesn't mean he deserves to get stabbed from a simple touch. This guy, yes, he said a lot of dumb shit. He said a lot of retarded stuff. But if the shoe was on his foot and he stabbed him, he doesn't deserve to die because of his past. Now, he'll still look a lot worse because at the time, his ex-girlfriend was running from him. She said he was stalking him. He made threats against her, saying that how many bullets should be popped out of her body. And then he was saying other stuff. So he still looked worse out of this whole past evidence that came out. People really want to thought, oh, this past evidence came out. Oh, Austin Metcalf wasn't this sweet angel that everybody makes him out to be. Oh, Camilla, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People keep forgetting People keep forgetting we were once kids. We were once teens. We said a lot of we both did and said a lot of dumb stuff that we look back on and now was like, God, I was a fucking retard. I don't get this concept of people forgetting that they were once, you know, young. That they were once retarded and did and said a lot of dumb shit. I don't know why people keep forgetting that they was there. Yeah, but it was known during the trial that he was Metcalf, he was thrown off the team and then brought back. Yeah. You know, both of these kids are kids. They're dumb. Yeah, we was kids and shit. Yeah. I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends too. Shit. The only difference between me and then social media wasn't that big, and people know if you're gonna do retarded shit, don't post it online. Don't say nothing online. We knew that online meant, oh yeah, that shit gonna be there forever. So that's why we don't say it. If the times I was retarded and did some stuff that I ended up regretting, yeah, a lot of that stuff is going to the grave with me.
Now, one thing that's shocking is that I've been watching a lot of coverage of other YouTubers who've been covering this, and what I've been seeing is that some YouTubers are only telling you the bad stuff that happened with Austin Metcalf, and then some YouTubers are only telling you the bad stuff that's happening with Carmelo Anthony. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about the racist acts by Austin Metcalf, because he did some racist, crazy stuff. Here's an example.
Metcalf and his brother Hunter were once caught spray painting graffiti, including KKK Kill All Blacks and Heil Hitler, along with the N-word, and were sentenced to 12 months of juvenile probation. Records reveal they reportedly told authorities, "We did some dumb stuff. We did some vandalism." There are several documented instances of Austin using racial slurs in school.
So, Austin Metcalf?
Wow, welcome to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Were there dumbasses for spray painting buildings with those stuff on it? Yes. But I'm not gonna let them doing dumb shit like that ruin their whole lives. Now, if they still were doing that type of stuff now, as opposed to then, oh yeah, they deserve to have a belt to ass. But even then, Austin still doesn't deserve to die. Oh no, teens being edgy. Exactly. Like I said, it's another Modern Warfare 2 lobby. I breathe and I got called the N-word so hard. And guess what? I'll go find a bastard who did it. And guess what? I'm killing it and teabagging his ass the whole goddamn game.
Was no saint and involved in all this racist crap. But he wasn't the only one. Carmelo Anthony was also a racist.
And authorities found a note on Anthony's phone with a long list of disturbing racial tropes and slurs about blacks, whites, and Hispanics. In one message thread, prosecutors say Anthony wrote, "I hate gay people."
And
I'm saying, man, I'm saying.
The spray painting.
You want to call me that? All right, bitch, I got you. What's your gamer tag? What's your gamer tag? All right, bitch. All right, bitch. Listen, said, I will hunt your ass down. And I love the fact that Modern Warfare 3 did the Nemesis thing. Because, boy, when somebody called me, okay, bet, I'm going to find you, bitch. I'm going to find you. I'm going to make sure the game tell you who.
KKK, I hate N-words and all that stuff. That happened when Metcalf was 10 years old. And the racist stuff from Anthony happened.
The bigger issue is that the race grifters, both Carmelo and Austin supporters, like to paint that their current buddy is innocent and their opposition is as evil. Yes. Like I said, I see it as both kids being dumb and retarded. But even with all this new evidence, like I said, it makes... Don't get me wrong, Austin does look bad, but Carmelo looks a lot worse. As Liam Neeson said, I will hunt you, I will find you, and I will punish you.
Back in 2021, when he was about 13 years old. And there were more incidents.
Carmelo Anthony, he was a troon. He was homophobic.
For both kids revolving racism and all that stuff, even after those particular points. So these weren't one-off events for either one of these teens, right? They were effectively one
down,
was a racist
down.
that happened to be black, the other was a racist that happened to be white. But it's so interesting that most of the YouTube commentators who are pro-Anthony have just totally ignored the fact that Anthony was an overt racist and are only fixating on the fact that Metcalf had racist posts. For instance, here's the amazing Lucas. Listen to what he says, and I want to ask you, which kid is he talking about?
And we come to find out that everything that people have been saying, the rumors, right, of him being expelled from school or suspended from school.
In 2021, Anthony told a friend he had been suspended from school for 3 days for fighting.
Of him assaulting this chick.
There are also text messages where he admits on at least 2 occasions to punching girls in the face.
Of him,
oh, damn.
Of all the litany of evil that this kid has been doing, we come to find out that
oh, and by the way, this guy was smart. Now he's a fucking retard. But he's now a new race hustler. So a guy who was once smart is now just hustling. So don't believe shit that come out of his mouth.
It's all true.
In one message thread,
prosecutors girls jealous of his hair.
Wrote, I hate gay people. Prosecutors say Anthony repeatedly threatened to murder his girlfriend in text messages, some of them saying, "How many bullets you want coming out of your chest?" and I'm going to get you expletive.
So as you see, everything that he's saying about Metcalf being a bad person applies to Carmelo Anthony. So now, why did I show you that? I think Carmelo Anthony's defense team was correct, the original defense team, in keeping this information away from a jury. Because your client, Carmelo Anthony, is being charged with stabbing some.
Probably he meant as how many bullets you want the doctors pulling out of your body. That's probably what he meant. But I don't know. You know, he was a retard, so you might be right. You might be right, Ollie.
Somebody in anger, disproportionate. He's being charged with overreacting, stabbing someone, and causing their death.
You're right.
And in those messages, he's literally saying how he enjoys stabbing people. And for instance, think about this. One of the biggest issues in this case was always like, you always heard, why did he bring a knife to the track meet? Well, the reason why is this is why he bought knives everywhere. He always bought knives to school. He bought knives and guns.
And also to bringing a weapon onto a Frisco school campus, saying this about his girlfriend. She went in my bag to get my computer and I said no, and she still went in it and grabbed it, and my gun and my knife and some other stuff fell out.
Well, that answers our question, why someone would bring a knife to a school track event. And if that was to go in front of the jury, that he brings knives and guns to school, putting everybody in danger all the time, I think he would have gotten more time. So again, I could be wrong, but I wanted to give everybody a follow-up to what happened on Saturday. My understanding is that the judge didn't find anything wrong with the trial that was bad enough to overturn the verdict, because it has to be, it's a real high standard, and it didn't come close to that. And I know this is crazy to say, it's crazy coming out of my mouth, but just because someone is racist doesn't mean they should be murdered. Is it like, are we at that point where we're saying that? But let me just bottom line. Austin Metcalf's racist past doesn't really matter. Carmelo Anthony's racist past doesn't really matter. What matters is what happened that day. Two teams.
Exactly. That's what really matters. Like I said, if they were both, well, Carmelo Anthony was still. But if they were both still doing the dumb stuff that they did in their past thing, yeah, that might have a little weight to it, but it still don't matter at the end of the day. Yeah, he got that hair to be jealous of. Bigger being bigger. God damn it. I bet he's not going to bring up Leon, the only person covering this unbiasedly, and instead of being, oh God, instead of going after the lowest common denominator. Yeah, that's what they do.
Who seemingly both were troubled teens were at a track meet. One teen went to another team's tent, sat down, and refused to leave, even being asked 15 times by all the people there. When another teen then touched him on the shoulder or grabbed him and said, you have to leave, another teen, Carmelo Anthony, stabbed him in the heart and ran like a bitch. And people are complaining about the 35-year sentence. But in New York, we just saw where a town official shot a DoorDash driver in the back who was lost and looking for directions. He got 17 years. So Carmelo Anthony, for killing someone and essentially cold blood, got 35 years. So with all that being said, now we...
Which, if you ask me, Carmelo should have got more. And this guy should have got more. He literally shot at some... At least Austin touched him. This guy was just doing his job, trying to find an address because he was door dashing, I think. And this dude just came out and just started shooting at him. If you ask me, he should also be in prison a lot longer.
Was lost and looking for directions. He got 17.
This is not how you act as a gun owner. This is not how you act as a gun owner. You wait till they're at your door. You don't sit here and do that because you don't know what he's up to. He was lost and you shot at him. Homeboy was just, exactly, he was just doing his job and lost. And what if he need help? What if he came out and said, hey, I need help? This dude would have came out and shot him. This is not how you properly use your firearm. Shame on this man. He should have got more than 17 years.
So Carmelo Anthony, for killing someone and essentially cold blood, got 35 years. So with all...
Did he really say both sides are grifting and only show the amazing Lucas and shit? My pants, the quartering is the guy that making videos is a joke. Yeah, he should have showed both sides. Now I see what you're saying, Donnie. He should have showed both sides. And that's how you get your gun rights revoked. You can't handle it. No, you can't. This is it's on-site action. Yes, you don't do this. You wait until they're kicking at your door or something like that. That's when you unload. That's when you do that. If they're just out, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's the middle of the night, you know that. But you hold on. What's that? What's that? All right, let me peep game. Let me watch through the window. Let me turn off all the lights in the house, and you just sit and watch. Okay, they're going away. Bit. Oh, wait, hold on. They're coming to my door. Oh, hold on. And then they either you have a Ring camera or, you know, they knock on your door. If you have a Ring camera, you talk through the camera. You don't go to the door. And if you go to the door, yeah, I can't tell you how many times when somebody knocked at my door in the middle of the night, I walked to my door and I had my firearm on me. I had it behind my back. So just in case things get to popping, I popped off.
That being said, now we know that Carmelo Anthony has been denied a new trial. Now we understand how everyone's pushing the narrative. One side is hyper-focused on Metcalf's racism and essentially are ignoring Carmelo Anthony's racism. One side is upplaying the violence for Carmelo Anthony and downplaying the violence for Metcalf. This is just the way it goes. But at the end of the day, the facts are with.
And another thing, he probably showed Lucas too, because Lucas like he called out Eric July. He probably tried to call out Nate the lawyer. So that's probably why he only showed Lucas as well. Still, I do agree with you, Donnie. He should have showed both sides. He should have showed people that was champion Austin Metcalf as well. All right. Let's see. I did want to watch this, but I wanted to watch the other one. So where is it? Here we go.
She has a chef. She has a.
Let's see this fake ass African guru.
I pay my wife $250,000 a year. She has a maid. She has a chef. She has a personal stylist. It's my job from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head to maintain her because she is a gift from God. That.
Here we go, Deep. Look, don't get me wrong. If you got it and you want to spoil your wife like that, by all means, do it. That's your wife. Y'all live together. Do it. But when you act like this, it makes it hard for me to feel bad for you for what she's about to do. And then people who like to act like this is another Derek Jackson. So who's to say he ain't cheating on his wife with another woman? Usually guys that act like this got more than one woman. And coming from the title, fake guru Yada awakens, panics after wife dropped the receipts. So let's see what she got for him.
$250,000 goes into an account that I have no access to.
You're holding resentment against your mothers for your fathers abandoning you. And that's why you get with these women and you abandon them mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Then you abandon your children.
Shut your big ass up, talking about spiritually, mentally, physically. Shut your big ass up. You've been whooping on these ladies this whole time.
Oh, guys. Oh, we're going to have to go through it here today because I can't believe this, but at the same junction, I absolutely can. You guys remember the young brother by the name of Yada the Awakening? All right.
Let's see. If we're going to say both, wait. If you're going to say both sides, and I expect to see both sides, otherwise, I would say to assume you have bias, which is fine, but don't say both sides because you come off full of shit. Yeah, that's fair. That was a lot to unpack. Yep. Let's see. Ain't soldiers, cops supposed to shout warnings even when they're protecting restricted areas? Yeah, I think so. But if he's Muslim, they can have 4 wives. True. But when it comes to Muslim, when you have 4 wives, you have to take care of each wife equally. You can't do one for the other. You can't do more for one over the other. So they all have to be in an equal environment, an equal setting. This guy, he ain't getting no second or third wife. He's out there, he just laying pipe and paying a bill. Or 2. Or 3.
Right, it's been a little while since we covered content in regards to him. He was exposed for filth by Anton Daniels during a debate stream. This had to be a year ago or something like that, a year and a half ago. Now, Yada Awakening, he should probably change his name to Yada Losing His Business after pandering to death. The young lady that he was married to, and I believe he has like 4 or 5 children with this chick, recently took to her social media to expose him for filth, specifically being an alleged woman beater, and she dropped all of these different receipts. Now, this is after he's completely sold himself to the lie that you should be selling or buying women for like $250,000 per year simply because they exist, simply because that they are a woman. Now, he's created a pimp hoe relationship with the internet where a large swath of these loser women would just attach themselves to his brand of what it is that they're owned simply for existing, simply that they are a queen irrespective of their actions, Super Saiyan pandering at its finest. Meanwhile, Yada Awakening, or Yada the Beat-A-Bit, demonstrates how easy it is to sell a dream. But over here, we speak truth. Over here, we speak reality. But see, most of these women can't stomach the truth. They can't handle the reality. So instead, they listen to a truth teller who's a liar that actually hurts women because the feeling of a lie is too damn good and it protects them from accountability. And that's what...
I'm sorry, MCR, but a lot of people on your team has also been discovered as liars too. So it's getting kind of hard and hard to tell who is who.
Really, my main issue with all of this is we have a platform of this size and you lie this often, then it gives them an out for being accountable, for holding up that dusty little mirror to their face and understanding who they are, what they are, to have actionable change on their persona, to get the type of man that they want. They'd rather listen to a liar than a real truth teller. You never know who these people are when the camera goes off.
I know I'm not making the amount of money MCR is making. He's actually a successful YouTuber. I'm still trying to get my way up there. But, guy, if you have to say you're a truth teller, you're not really a truth teller. If you have to call yourself a king, you're not really the king.
And according to this man's wife, or maybe future ex-wife, behind the camera, he would turn it off and whoop that ass. We see the lies digitally. We see the highlights, but we don't see what happens after. And it's made them multi-millionaires. So listen, we're going to go over the ex-wife's post, and as well as they've implicated some other people, and now the internet is going ablaze. So I'm going to go over some of the internet reactions as well. But the truth will always come to light, especially if you're implicating other people within your lies. You can lie to yourself all that you want, but the truth in this young man's case is going to cause his image to completely collapse. Let's get to the receipts. Now, the first stop here on the receipts train is going to be...
Yeah, if I would ever become a successful YouTuber, I would get all guns. Wink.
That of the wife. She goes by Divine Queen Yada, and 405,000 subscribers.
Yeah, they make money. They make money. Damn, look at that kitchen.
And you'll just see really quickly how it is that this is branded, and the branding is important, right?
This is what I like to see. More women with firearms. Ladies, the 2 or 3 females that's in my chat right now, get you some firearms. Learn them. Embrace them. Those firearms are your children's. The one that you're not trying to kill. The one that you're not trying to kill. The one that you're not trying to kill. These people are rich in material assets, but poor in soul, yes.
Because the branding...
And you really can't trust a lot of these influencers as well. A lot of the stuff, they're leasing, renting, and they're going to a lot of debt. You can't really trust these influencers as well. Him probably saying $250K a year. Talk about, oh, that's money that I can't touch. Yeah, right, buddy. You're not doing all that. They don't need to be sharing it with the world. Exactly. They're creating a with a curated front-facing profile to sell you shit. Yep. P&R and marketing. Yep. It's leg day. Good luck with leg day.
Is what the customer, the audience sees. But again, turn off them cameras and it was a lot different.
To see, look, that expensive ass purse with the with all this background setting. Yeah, that's all they doing.
Nevertheless, you'll see it's like femininity, you know, she's particularly covered up in comparison to most
They
women you see on
faking
the
Dawn
internet.
Lemon.
You see like fruits and vegetables and natural, herbal. You understand, okay? You also see like face tattoos is what you see right here, like this queen energy goddess bullshit, yada, yada, yada. Speaking of yada, yada, yada.
Chat, if I ever hit the lottery or if I ever make it as a YouTuber, you would know. But you wouldn't know like this. If I ever hit the lottery, you won't know, but there will be signs. Never like this. If I become a successful YouTuber, of course you're gonna know because I'm gonna have that, you know, the super play button and all that stuff. But you will still not know. The only thing is, I will let y'all know that I got the Lamborghini. That's the only thing. After that, y'all won't know shit. Love you, chat.
She actually has yada tattooed on her chest, right? So like when you see stuff like this, I'm like, I don't know if she's real. Nevertheless, she's absolutely a tool in the content business engine. Unbeknownst to the clowns and weirdos that follow her, let's get into the actual post of her coming out and speaking about all of this.
Last month, my Facebook page alone generated over 13 absolutely on your content creation journey.
A new chapter. Also, as you guys read all of this, understand.
Thank God YouTube has that jump ahead feature. Thank God they added that.
Saying that there's a lot of business within this as well. I'll explain in a little bit. After nearly 8 years, I've made a difficult decision to end my relationship with the father of my children and step into a new chapter of my life. For years, I believed love meant fighting for your family. I gave all to our home, our children, our businesses, and even protecting his reputation. I kept believing that if we can make it through one more difficult season, peace would meet us on the other side. But at 8 weeks postpartum, looking at a bruise on my face, I had to stop calling it a difficult season and tell myself.
Getting rich and never letting it go and never let it go by never letting nobody know is something that should be a generational value. Yes. Yes. Nobody has to know, and then you just put a major target in your back in many ways that people yet to understand. When you go and flaunt your wealth and all that stuff, you're just putting a big target on your back for multiple people to come after you. Not everybody needs to know how rich you are. That should be only the people who is the closest to you.
The truth.
And even then, they shouldn't know how rich you are.
It was DV. My 20s were filled with business baby.
And then I don't like this either, because, baby girl, if it was domestic violence, why are you not going to the cops? Why you're not going to the officers? Why you're not getting this guy arrested or at least have paperwork drawn on him? Where's the police report? Something about this I don't like.
These and bruises, building, giving, forgiving, leaving, and returning, and healing, and hoping. I didn't leave because I stopped loving him. I left because I realized that if I continued to stay, I eventually would drown. The hardest part has been grieving the future I imagined for our children.
You wouldn't know, but there will be signs. But you still wouldn't know.
But one day, they will understand that I chose their safety and my peace over a love story I desperately wanted to save. I've learned that people can change.
You was about to say some break-ins are statistically favoring personal ties.
For them to do it. Loyalty should never require abandoning yourself. I don't share this for sympathy or to tear anyone down. What happened is a part of my story, but it will never become my identity. I am more than someone's wife. I am more than the things that I survived. I am a mother, a woman of...
I hate when they be like, oh, this will never become my identity. Yes, it is, because you're posting it public instead of just going to the police. This is becoming your identity. This is why you're posting it, because you're trying to get the court of public opinion. This is why. I hate when people do this.
Faith, a visionary, and a woman learning what it means to choose herself. And through this journey, House of the Vine was born, okay? Introduce the new business. I'm turning my pain into purpose and my purpose into power for every woman who may one day need.
I'm not gonna use this as my identity. Literally opens the business about getting her ass beat. You cannot make this shit up, chat.
The courage, information, and resources I once searched for. During this difficult time, just know I will be moving along. I ask everyone to respect how I tell my story. When I tell my story, there are parts of this journey that I'm still...
She's writing a book. She's writing the book. She's pulling out the old Jada Pinkett Smith. There's going to be a book.
Still processing, healing from, and learning from how to put into words. For now, I'm taking it literally day by day and allowing myself the grace to simply take each day as it comes, trusting God with every step ahead of me. This isn't the end of my story. It's simply the beginning of a chapter I never expected to write. I choose safety. I choose peace. I choose my children. I choose purpose. And finally, I choose me. Now, you guys will also notice a degree of cynicism as I read this. Now, this is not me victim blaming whatsoever. I'm just trying to help you guys understand that there's a business purpose in all of this. I think that they're all scammers. She was complicit in it because the benefit of the money that she can receive from the situation, from being with an obviously disturbed man, outweighed her leaving him earlier than this. And I think that she knew even before marrying him, how disturbed this panderer was. But they often will stay or remain complicit in the bullshit because they can't generate the revenue by themselves. Now she's springboarding into another business when the deal is no longer in her favor, when the deal is no longer sweet, when the bruises or the missing teeth become too much to bear. Now, as soon as this post went up, she also attached a GoFundMe, which is interesting because they're making $250,000 per year. And to my...
Yeah, exactly. Why rich people have to make GoFundMes? Especially if he was supposedly giving her $250K a year that he can't touch. Don't trust these influencers, chat. A lot of it is bullshit. That bag she has, that bag is probably rented. Just for this photo op. Hell, this house is probably not even hers.
She's always branded that as if it was her own separate bank account. But now she's opening up a GoFundMe on top of all of this because she describes what he is doing to her as financial abuse. Now, you will also see that all the donations are coming from...
And this is why we have women falling to the hilt of whatever that bitch was who killed her 3 children. This shit right here. All a woman has to do is just say, "Oh, my husband. Oh, my husband, look what he did to me." And then ladies start jumping at the bit to start donating to where they don't ask questions. Hang on. If your husband was doing this, why not go to the police? If your husband... Wait, what? Like I said, fake and dumb lemon, exactly. They say their husband did this just to get dumb women who hate men, dumb women who's miserable, dumb women who's cuddling with their cat or dog instead of a man to give money. And Jessica Lawson, simp!
You know, all women, which is all their side of the internet. I am trying to leave a domestic violence situation. I made a decision to leave the environment.
Why are you not calling the police? Why? And financial abuse. Financial abuse. Your husband was giving you $250K a year and you having financial abuse? What?
To relocate my children. Domestic violence is not only physical, it's financial.
Wait, Tomahawk, this whole situation with those 3 kids terrifies you. Society is truly becoming too broken. Yep. Sorry, 50 golf. Hang on. I got it to where people can't post links. Hang on. I can do it from here. All right, go ahead and refresh your screen.
And be just as devastating. Access to money, housing, transportation. You get the picture.
I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I'm hurt. But I know I.
Well, now she. Okay, so obviously I would never, ever, ever condone abuse. I only condemn it and I denounce any form of domestic violence. But if somebody is beating your ass, I don't want to see you going to TikTok and Instagram. I want you going straight to the fucking police. Why are we not going to the police? Why? You want to ruin a man's reputation? Fine. Go to the police.
I'll make it through. I'm trying everything.
This shit is fake. Fuck. That might be makeup or whatnot right here, or it might be real. But this shit is so fucking gay. This shit is so fucking. Oh my. Like I said, when people do stuff like this, it makes it hard for me to feel sorry for them. It makes it extremely hard for me to feel sorry for them. Oh, he beat my ass. But this makes me stronger. I'm gonna be a strong, independent woman. I will not let him define me. Shut your ass up and go to the goddamn cops. If you're not going to the police, I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. I'm sorry.
Yada. Everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff.
If their first thought was to go to social media, I automatically revoke them. Yep. Because social media points are more important than yeah. If you're going to destroy somebody, if my wife was beating my ass, I would not go to social media. I'm going to the cops. I'm going to ruin your reputation after I have you in somebody's prison. All this fake. Ooh, these people. Ooh. Give her a Grammy, chat. Give her a Grammy award. Best actress. Oh my god. Ugh, this shit pisses me off.
Just FYI, I have to find a way to get my mouth fixed fast. That night that you hit me broke off the rest of my tooth, and I've been having severe pain since. If it's infected, it will cause my breast milk to become infected. Go to Dr. Dave. That's the best bet at the best price. Now, Dr. Dave has come out and talked about this. Crying, you were supposed to be there with me. You were supposed to always be my safe place. I hate that you did this to our family. Have a good day, yada. I told you I didn't even like that girl.
What did I say? People usually like this dude who likes to brag about spoiling their wife and all that stuff. They usually are cheating on their wife. This is another form of Derek Jackson. But instead he's beating his wife. Like I said, you got all this. Why you're not going to the police? Why? This dude done knocked your jaw off. Knocked some of your teeth out. Why are you not going to the police?
Who allows? Okay, I don't know what else that it says.
And this is why. This is the reason why. And don't get me wrong, she is a real victim because he is beating her ass. But this is why people don't take victims of abuse seriously. Because instead of going to police and actually having people punished, you'd rather just go to social media. You'd rather just try to get a check and all that stuff. Clout is more important than holding somebody actually accountable. Is all for clout. Clout.
So let's just keep going. Oh, like that's a
and
bruise.
If you were to never speak to Yada again, ever again, what would you tell him? What would be your last?
This is clout. All this, she is basking in this. She is enjoying this. How many ladies, the 2 or 1 female that's in my chat right now, would you be smiling like this? Would you be doing this if you're about to bring up something as traumatic as having your tooth knocked out? Somebody giving you black eyes. And my model, I can't wait till I get a more better face tracking model, because this model is not showing my real expressions right now. Because I'm really, bitch? Really? No. I'm not proud of the moments where I've lost a physical fight, but at least I remember to learn from the mistakes. And when I have to go to fight again, even when you was going through what you was going through, Pix, you wasn't having this. I swear, let me get my coffee before I press play, because God, I hate these type. Oh God, I hate these people. I fucking hate these people. Can't do more coffee. Last one. Asian black woman, yes.
Notice she's covering the Yada tattoo.
But I try everything, and in my heart, I love you. You
chatter
always
wants
be my
you to
best friend.
rehydrate.
But I
Remember
have
to use
choose
code
myself.
Spydr-Bro for how to % off your order.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you for the rehydrating. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, you saw me having a moment. I just hate these type of people, bro. I hate him and I hate her. Oh God. Thank you for the rehydrate.
And I have to protect our babies. And I would much rather them have both parents.
You protect them by going to the police. That's how you protect your children. You go to police. You don't do these videos. You don't do all this clout farming. You don't do these GoFund. I can understand if she did a GoFundMe if she ran away. I can understand if she ran away, she's in hiding, she's locked out of all the accounts. Then I can understand the GoFundMe. Hair still did. Still expensive top. Still expensive necklace. She got her makeup on. Baby girl, you're not struggling for nothing. You are not struggling. Look at them nails. Look at them damn tiger claws. Hell, those things so long, you might as well call them dragon claws. She went from tiger claws to dragon claws. Baby girl, you're not hunting. You're not hurting for nothing. If you supposedly got this 200, and this is how you know he's lying when he said, "Oh, I'll put $250,000 in my girl." TTFN, ta for now. All right, catch you later, Jess. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. But this is how you know it's all fake. This is how you know it's all fake. Because if she really had that much money, if I had, let me be a woman and my dude was giving me $250,000 a year, and it was actually a money that is actually locked out. Best believe, I'm gonna have a house on another side of the country. I am about to report his ass, and then I'm getting the hell out. First, I'm gonna send the children to the other house. I'm gonna make sure I got somebody who I can trust, probably mama or my dad. I'm gonna have them at the house. I'm gonna have the children go there first, and then I'm gonna make my police report. I'm gonna get everything going, and then I'm flying my ass to another house. And yeah, the only time you're gonna see me is in the courtroom.
It's alive than to one be in a hospital with something terminal or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you though. That's what I would say.
I'm praying for you from within a prison. You're gonna be in a prison. I'm praying that you don't drop the soap. You're AFK and a lot. It's all good. It's all good. Can I give you Can I give you my sword back? My big bro came over and bought his cats over. I got you.
Now, up to the point of me thinking that she is complicit in lying about a component of who he was in order to entertain more money into her bank account as well. It never ceases to amaze me how women like this will often choose the worst type of man to be with. How do y'all always promote that you're the most intelligent and the most smart? Meanwhile, you allow alleged woman beaters to lie to you and control you. This situation actually reminds me, I guess to a lesser extent because there wasn't allegations of domestic violence. You guys remember the Christy Scott situation? Imagine millions and millions of people watching you get humiliated for content.
Oh, I wish a female would. I wish a female would. Baby, you was out the house immediately. You, what?
For content.
I think you look like a...
Oh, come on, computer. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, my vertigo. Technology, am I right? Oh my God, come on. Now my whole screen is, whatever, exit full screen. I don't know why you went full screen. Let a female do that to me in my house. That's gonna be her.
Content.
I think you look like a garden that got burnt, but was beautiful. Does that make sense?
A garden that got burnt?
It's black flower right next to black flower.
Guys, do not ever let a female, anybody, but even your lady, do not let somebody disrespect you like this. Do not let anybody disrespect you like this. Your woman is not supposed to this woman is cheating on him. She is cheating on him. And look. This is the type of guy that's going to get robbed at 3 o'clock in the morning. This type of guy right here. That was Will Smith when his wife kicks him. Will, get out. I'm about to have some entanglements with August.
Change the gender. Have him grabbing her by the face and shaking her violently as she cowered underneath him. Would that be funny? Oh no, that doesn't sell advertising dollars. But male humiliation, oh, cha-ching! Yet another example of a side of the internet where women believe that the relationship that they were looking at was actually that good behind scenes, but they were just playing characters.
Equality
what's
is the
different
biggest
in that
lie ever.
situation,
Yup.
It was years of the wife shaming her husband, whereas in this situation, it was years of protecting the bag by any means necessary and allowing his panderness and his lies to continue unabated. Even if you give a brief scroll.
What I'm thinking, because of where we at? We in 13 minutes? Where was it? Where is it? I told you I didn't even like that girl. She found out the bag was going somewhere towards somebody else. This is why she's doing it. She found out he got a missus, and now she's willing to throw him under the bus for everything. This is the reasons why she's coming out. She ain't trying to protect shit. The only thing she was trying to protect is her bag. Oh, I'm trying to protect my children. No, you would. No, you're not. No, you're not. Protecting your children is the second he struck you, you took his ass to jail. The second, not the first, not the second time, not the third time. The first people in any relationship I don't care what relationship you in. Straight, male, female, females, males. If your partner hits you, and I'm being gender neutral, if your partner hits you, call the police. The only time hands should be thrown on somebody is during bedroom activity and there's safe words involved. That is the only time hands should be put on people for fun time. If somebody is abusing you, go to the police. Do not put up with that. The way I said it, if he's willing to do that to you, what he's willing to do to the kids. And now we can't even just say he. Now she. If she's willing to do that to you, what do you think she's willing to do to the kids? Especially now that we have an army of women that's champion a murderer of 3 children.
About this. Crying.
You were to never speak.
Shut your ass up. I don't want to hear you.
Any means necessary and allowing his panderness and his lies to continue unabated. Even if you give a brief scroll on his profile, you didn't have to click into any of these videos. Look at this. Cash App her $15,000.
What up, Jericho? Welcome in, brother.
Because she's yours. Ladies, get you a simp. Those are the straight men. Successful men don't care if you have children.
I don't think this guy is straight.
Exclamation point. Don't send her a good morning text. Send her some damn money. Crazy. This guy would have made a fantastic.
Yeah, send her some money. Hold the fist.
Fantastic fake picture.
Never be so lonely that you invite the devil into your bed. Ladies, you have to understand.
Don't invite the devil. I am the devil.
Damn, I'm good. Ladies.
You have to fall so deep in love with yourself that nothing else matters. You're wasting your time on a man that can't even pull 500.
And this is what it's like. This is the root of money. Money itself is not evil. The love of money is evil. This is the love of money. This right here. He's showing his house. He's showing his expensive cap, those expensive ugly ass glasses, and that expensive fake ass chain. This is a guy who's stunting. Oh yeah, he's definitely goes to Republican conventions.
Dollars out of his bank account.
What?
He ain't got a grill.
As he shows his house in the background, this is insane.
I didn't pre-watch this chat.
Other brothers, they hate my message because a lot of you men aren't men. You're boys trapped in men bodies.
You're not a man. You're beating your wife. Even though I can't stand her ass right now, you're not a man either.
And you're holding resentment against your mothers for your fathers abandoning you. And that's why you get with these women.
Can I say the same to you? Because you're beating your wife. Do you think that she's your mother and you want to do to your mother like you're doing to your wife? Huh, Mr. Beater?
You abandon them mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Then you abandon your children.
Shut your bitch ass up.
It's always a projection, chat. It's always a projection.
Talking about spiritually, mentally, physically. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. You've been whooping on this lady this whole time. This lady been getting whooped by you physically, mentally.
Don't say it, chat. Do not say it.
Spiritually. Bitch, shut your soft ass up. I knew you was a nerd. I knew you was a motherfucking lame. Nigga.
Nerds don't beat their wives. Lames do.
And I seen the videos you posted on your page talking about what you was 20 years ago. Nigga, you was a lame 20 years ago. Big ass nigga been over there hitting on that woman.
I don't know what it is about these short dudes. I'm not talking about the short kings, because y'all kings at the end of the day, but like these
projection,
these weirdo, small
accusation,
fry dudes
victimhood,
that just project
along the oppressed and the oppressor lines,
it's
fit the narrative.
Absurd.
Yes.
Now, I never believed your message because I understand the pandering game well, but there's been allegations.
Them nice ass loafers. Fuck you.
From years ago that he's a perpetual beater.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about it because we really need to stop glamorizing these relationships online. I just got caught watching this video of this guy and I think it's his wife, and they were like floating on this lazy river, and he was talking about, like, she's pregnant, by the way.
What is a line? I don't know, Tom. How can you expand that question? I don't know what you're asking. Unless a woman is coming at me with a gun, I'm not going to hit her. And I've been stabbed by a Latino. Oh, damn. No, if you're coming at me with any type of weapon, I'm knocking your ass the fuck out. I don't care who you is. Do not touch me. Now, if it's just bare hands, I'm gonna try my best to restrain myself and get out the situation. But if you're coming at me with a type of bat, a knife, or a firearm, I'm knocking your ass the fuck out. I don't care who you is. Equal rights, equal lefts. Shit. The guy making the fun of the wife beater.
Shut your bitch ass up. You been whooping on this lady this whole
spiritually, emotionally, then you abandon your children.
Shut your bitch ass up. Talking about spiritually, mentally, physically. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. You been whooping on this lady this whole time. This lady been getting whooped by you physically, mentally, spiritually. Bitch, shut your soft ass up. I knew you was a nerd. I knew you was a motherfucking lame. And I seen the videos you posted on your page talking about what you.
Oh, lame. No, he's not saying lame. He said lame as in, you lame ass. Hi, chat. No, L-A-M-E. He's calling him a lame, not a lane.
Floating on this lazy river, and he was talking about, like, she's pregnant, by the way, and he was just like mesmerized in the video, like, look at her, this is how you love a woman, and you know, the more you love a woman, the more she whispers in God's ears about you, whatever he was saying. I was like, oh, that is so sweet. And then this video comes stitching and said, oh, just like caught me right dead in it, was like, we need to stop doing exactly the same thing that I'm saying. She was like, because did you know this man has been abusing that woman, knocking her head between washer and dryers, like going off. And my thing is, I just got caught. I just got caught looking at that relationship like, that is so beautiful, a black man.
Now, the thing is that once they see content like that, they hold all of us to the same exact standard. But I appreciate her accountability and being able to say that I almost fell victim to the bullshit as well.
His black pregnant woman loving on her publicly. And although that is a beautiful thing, it's even more beautiful if the real narrative is that he honors her outside of the camera, you know what I mean, where it's not that type of focus. Y'all, the internet is not real. What we see on these relationship goals and all that, not real.
It is not real. If people, it's a business that when people want to pay. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not saying if people post their, you know, their lives on social media and stuff like that, that's not 100% a guarantee of it's fake and done lemon. You know, because some people are just happy. Some people do genuinely take pictures of their vacations and whatnot. They do take pictures of the good times and stuff like that. That's showing happiness within a relationship. But when people are trying to make that a business or make that, or they're trying to sell like a brochure or ad and stuff like that on, you know, this is how good my relationship is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No, that shit fake and done lemon. For context, a Latina girl hit on me 4 years ago. I told her I don't date Latinas, and cheekishly said, if it ain't snow or rice, I don't bite. That led to her losing and slashing me across the chest. God damn. Oh. And they say men can't turn down rejection. God damn. I'm glad you're all right. And I hope she's sitting in somebody's prison too. Shit. Ugh. Ouch.
What they say about how you should pursue a person on social media, not real. When they tell you,
look, you dodged one hell of a bullet. Shit. Damn, you say that for rejecting her. Imagine you mess up something. Imagine, because I still don't get it. Ladies, after you get done cooking and stuff like that, and if there's like you make soup, why do we not put the pot in the refrigerator? Because I've been seeing that a lot. That's just like you putting the pot in the refrigerator and she gets to stabbing you.
Exactly what to expect and all this. It's just a whole bunch of like smoky mirrors.
There's no war outside of Boston. Say.
Sometimes we need.
Chat. There is no war in Boston. Say. Have a nice day.
Need to get off the internet, use some logic, and if that's not working, seek wise counsel.
Exactly the power of marketing and branding and how easy it was to trick
his female audience.
The fact that people still think that the Yada guy is not beating on his wife and he got 2 wives is crazy to me. Because it's just been so much proof.
By the way, this video right here and the last video are 2 to 3 years old.
On the internet, and for one, me personally, I feel like anybody who broadcasts their family, their relationship, anything like that on social media, and they make that their whole personality.
Your coworker time defended her, and your mom.
Is your lifestyle really genuine? What you're portraying on the internet? It don't make
That
me
is
question it.
fucked up.
It makes me think like, no, you're not genuine, and this is a whole facade. Because me personally, just people that I am around, and just me in my personal life, if you're broadcasting making profit off of your family or your marriage or your relationship, you're not happy. You're not growing. You need to get off the internet. Like you're doing this for pay. You're doing this for money. You're unhappy. There is no way that you are genuinely spending the time with your family and or with your wife or husband if your whole personality online is that. Because when do you have time to actually do that? You don't have time. Like,
now, here's the thing, and this is one of the reasons I've never showed any relationship that's been within my life, because also I'm an outsider.
Nobody cleaned the fridge. The pots are too heavy. It takes time to cool down so it can get back to the right temperature. Went up and go do something else and forgot while waiting. Oh, okay. Thank you. Because I'm like, I be seeing women post that it's like, when my man puts the pot in the refrigerator, I'm like, but ain't that's what we supposed to? Ain't that what we supposed to do? I'm a man, damn it! I don't know this kitchen shit, okay?
Dude, I love to live outside in reality, not on the internet. Now, consequently, being down in the Atlanta area, I've met couples, married couples, that do relationship content. What's interesting about the one that I'm currently thinking about, though, is that they also show their bad times online as well. I remember talking to this brother one time, and he's like, yeah, my wife is talking about this and doing this, and she posted about it. And I said, what? She posted about it. But I actually respect that to a degree a little bit more if they decide to do something online that she's also posting the bad shit as well, because it shows the reality of the situation and they're not just juicing it and buttering up. And I think effectively if she does that, it's going to get way less of a female audience because, again, they like to get lied to. Now, they make their life about their relationship and that's what they do. I would never do that, all right? And the way that I think about it right now, there's just no reason for me to be able to do that, and I don't want to try to monetize something like that, all right?
Everything is being filmed. Everything is a facade. Everything is fake. And, I mean, you can literally tell something is going on with him and his wife because the lady never talks in the videos. She doesn't ever say anything in those videos. And I know she does say things, like, in other videos with her by herself and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just poked my nose so hard. You can't trust no man like that. Like a man that bigs you up like that on camera, it questions, are you beating me in the background? Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I getting beat behind the camera? That's what I'm thinking. Because it just doesn't make any sense. And like, I just don't understand it. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, the money on the internet is not that bad. Like, it's not that bad off to where you're selling your relationship on the internet. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It genuinely doesn't. And I don't think it's healthy.
I disagree with her to the extent of, no, people are more than willing to sell themselves for money. And he's made more.
No, I think what she's trying to say is it. Hang on, let me rehear it.
You can't trust no man like that. Like a man that bigs you up like that on camera, it questions, are you beating me in the background? Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I getting beat behind the camera? That's what I'm thinking. Because it just doesn't make any sense. And like, I just don't understand it. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, the money on the internet is not that bad. Like, it's not that bad off to where you're selling your relationship on the internet. Like, it doesn't make sense. It genuinely doesn't. And I don't think it's healthy.
Yeah, she's saying if you have a genuine, good relationship, no amount of money that can be made is worth, putting your relationship on blast and stuff like that. If you're out here putting your relationship on blast and trying to make it marketable, then you really don't have a relationship. You just have a business partnership. That's what she's saying.
I disagree with her to the extent of, no, people are more than willing to sell themselves for money. And he's made multi-millions of dollars selling this. And then also her, consequently, through this awakening yada goddess stuff that she does on her side of the internet, right? Like, you're already getting women that are easy to trick. And then what she does is like all of this fluffy, spiritual ass bullshit. It's the same women, right? So they're through their marriage, through their business relationship and their marriage, they're sharing like the same audience. But apparently at this junction, she's willing, and maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe it is for the kids. I'm not going to hold that against her, all right? But at a point in life, and this specifically happens to people, before they get money, they think that money is the end-all, be-all. But once they get the money and they realize that they're still unfulfilled, not happy, that it had nothing to do with their happiness. So they're willing to make decisions in the future that are just different than what they would do in the past, in their pursuit of.
Come on, Yada, awakening, man. Come on, man. Hey, Yada, man. Hey, Yada, man. Y'all keep messing with
that. He definitely smokes a lot of weed.
These 5'5" men. You keep messing with these 5'5".
No. In the honor of husbandness, our fellow short king, not all short men act like this, okay?
5 men and these pandering men that come on this internet playing to be perfect. One thing about me, I ain't ish. I just happen to stumble across a beautiful, loyal, and patient wife. That's why you get your advice from me.
Don't trust what he says either, chat.
And he had y'all. They be stinging y'all for millions and millions and millions of dollars.
I feel personally attacked. Oh no!
I don't care if you got 62 baby daddies. It doesn't matter. You should just get 500 and y'all eat that ish up. And look at that. He punching this lady all in her beak. Got an eye all black, knocking her teeth out. You mess with these men with these fake teeth and these Napoleon complexes and these perfect hairlines and these perfect camera angles, and they sell y'all a dream.
Mind you, he's saying all that while having a chain.
That's why I come on here
earring.
and I get on y'all nerves.
No, it don't look like he got a grill.
Need real. They are lying to you.
Yeah.
They are getting on here lying to you. That's why. And these
watch and 2 rings. He's talking about him. Meanwhile, expensive hat, got the little earring on, the chain, the watch, and that. You can't trust any of them, chat.
Perfect hairlines and these perfect camera angles, and they sell y'all a dream.
And he's just a scruffy one. Because women like the rogue type of guy. They like the guy that he does have an edge line. It is clean, but at the same time, it's scruffy. He knows females like that scruffy look. That's why he's dressed like that. That's why he got that scruffy voice.
That's why I come on here and I get on y'all nerves.
This is why I come up on here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because y'all need real. They are lying to you.
Yeah.
They are getting on here lying to you.
And shout out to this brother. I'm not sure who he is, but he's 1,000% correct. At least I know, if I was to go tomorrow, the things that I've said on my platform, I believe in real life. And this is the way that I actually live my life, for better or for worse. I've not lied on my platform. And I have a history longer than these dudes. Because they'll get up on the internet and through their lies and they'll blow up quicker than even me. All right.
I'm sure I can find something, MTR. I think you had something going on where you tried to say you was moving to Thailand or something like that. I think people was calling you out for that. And it was something else, because I think the business, Jason Black was calling you out on something. I can't remember because it happened this is when Pearl, this is when they were starting to get what was that happened? I think it was him, Pearl Davis, and somebody else. They all got caught up in something. I can't remember. A lot needs one party playing on the desires, anxieties, fear, and greed of another, wanting to listen and believe in those lies to go through. Yes.
Right? But I know that the money that I made off of doing this online stuff was real and true to me. Shout out to everybody who's met me in real life, because you understand what it is. But these dudes have created a den of lies around them, fortified by the business that keeps them sleeping well at night.
And I know I ain't the only one got fooled by Yada with them lying ass sweet nothings he was feeding us all. I'm mad as hell. I done let a mother 4'2" fool me like he was just really that nigga. And I'm kind of upset at his wife, too, because the way I would have stepped on him like he was a roach, baby, ain't no way my eye would have been black. I would have thumped that little motherfucker so hard, he'd have...
As a 5'6" brother, leave my 5'5" brothers alone. We ain't got nothing to do with these women beaters. I'm saying, not all short kings are like this. Not all short kings have a Napoleon complex. My short kings are actual men. My short kings love climbing trees, okay? We all love climbing trees, okay?
Balled up like a spitball. I mean, I would have preached that something like I was one of the elders in the church. Do you hear me?
And listen, ladies, y'all can drag y'all dusty corpses over there on this side of the internet at any given moment that you want to hear the reality of the way men think about shit. All right? Kevin tried with y'all hoes 4 or 5 years ago. He tried to impart knowledge on y'all back then, and you didn't learn from the Derrick Jackson situation. All of these dudes that pander to y'all that end up getting exposed in this video after video of male content creator like, yo, who are these dudes? They lying. Y'all can't see that. Y'all can't see the forest beyond the trees, baby. Come on, drag your nasty corpse over here and let me talk to you.
Fucker like he was a ball. Do you hear me? And threw that son of a bitch like a football. I'm talking about I'd have got a switch on his ass. I ain't lying. I'd have treated him like his height that day. But let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Now I know some of us got
the only really short king was Prince.
But how many of y'all bought some of that juice? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How many of y'all sipped on some of that Eve juice? Ain't no way I would have ever sent that son of a penny of my money.
Eve juice.
They say he
She sent him some money.
made some money off that mother.
Oh, he's selling
juice.
products too.
I know y'all got to feel small as hell while they talking about he was the way they said he was scamming.
Yeah.
Maybe they said,
Man, they believed the grip so hard they were buying juice from a man that was making his young lady's nose bleed.
Ladies, men that pander prey on your inability to be accountable.
Oh,
hear me out.
Nicely put.
Listen, this whole Yada awakening thing coming out, finding out that he be beating his woman is not surprising. As men, we be telling y'all, these guys that get on the internet and tell y'all can do no wrong, and a man should be paying 100% of your bills. If he can't do X, Y, and Z, he's not a real man. You need to leave. Ladies, your feelings matter over anything, blah, blah, bro. These are the worst dudes. We be telling y'all this. And y'all will sit there and tell us we haters, we lame, there's men out there that'll do it, we brokies, whatever. But these guys prey on your inability to be accountable because you only want somebody to pander to you, and this is man or female. But listen, you only want somebody to...
Because, like he said, this is both man and female. Dudes, you got Fresh and Fit out there doing the same thing to y'all and bleeding y'all dry. Take accountability, work on your flaws, whatever you're lacking in your life, work on it. Work on it. If it's financial, start a budget. Start the process. Do what you got to do to get yourself out of a hole. If it's your body, if you're too skinny, you're too fat, whatever, go to the gym, eat right, whatever you may be. If it's lacking financials, get a job, work multiple jobs, Uber, do what you got to do to make yourself better. Find a purpose and stick to it and go. That's how you grow. That's how you put yourself in a better position to where when a lady does come in your life, you're in a better position to do more with this lady. You're not behind the 8 ball in a sense, because there will be a day where your lady will be in front of you, and are you going to be ahead of the game or are you going to be behind the game? So get yourself ready. And don't get me wrong, there are some ladies out there that's willing, if she really likes you, chat, if she really likes you, it won't really matter where you at. As long as you're showing her that you're trying to grow. She will be your cheerleader. She will champion you. She will support you. And if you have a woman that's in your corner, helping you, supporting you as you're making your life better, take care of her now, during the present, and during the future. Take care of her. Lock her down. You do not want her going to someone else. Lock her down.
Pander to you when you don't want to be accountable, right? That's the whole thing. So
what I'm saying is, don't bullshit. When you find somebody who actually gives a damn about you, go ahead and put the ring on it. Go ahead and put the ring on it. Figure out everything else later.
Y'all can sit here and dodge accountability and do things like When you break up, you put everything on your ex. You can continue to do that, but you're going to get the same result because you don't want to be accountable for your part and how relationships fall apart. You don't want to be accountable for the unhealthy dynamics that you partake in. You just don't want to be accountable. So then you run and flock to these guys like a Derek Jackson, a Yada Awakening, and all these other pander bears out here.
Yeah. Dog, he must listen to the platform because I've been saying this for years.
Ladies, they got him. They got him. I've been telling y'all for years.
Same goes for my fellas and my ladies. Lock it down and work together. Yes, Pixel is right. It goes for both parties. When you find somebody, it's better to tackle y'all problems as a team. It's 10 times better doing it as a team versus by yourself.
Get out here simping, selling men out left and right. Look at him. Got caught cheating on his weak-ass wife. Ace metaphor simp ass got exposed by his people. Look at
That
your man,
picture's
Pastor
crazy.
Poppy Don, reform simp. Now your man out here speaking a good word.
That's the dude I think I was
thinking.
thinking.
Now they got the king of the simps. Got him out of here. Out here preaching, give her $50,000, give her this, give her that. This out here beating on his wife. She filed for divorce, packing him up. Meanwhile, y'all women out here always falling for that bullshit.
Yeah.
Any man that profit off a woman's pain is a nigga not to be trusted.
Yeah.
Them the worst type of men in the world. Jumping online, selling men out, making money off hurt women. Them
No, this mofo did not just have that damn piano.
jumping online.
I swear. This nigga ain't shit. This nigga ain't shit. I see what the fuck he did.
Selling men out, making money off hurt women. Them ain't shit. That pipsqueak finally got packed up by his own wife. I knew that nigga wasn't shit. I've been telling y'all for years about this thing. Chris GQ Perry, you on?
Women lose sexual interest when they are emotionally disappointed, and I'm not about to argue about it. Yeah, that's true, but coming from you, nah.
Deck.
I don't know
You
who that
next.
is.
You next, son. Pack Yada pipsqueak ass up. Get him out of here. Wife beater. Simp ass. Get him out of here, man.
Yo, shout out to Will Mills. Another simple ass lesson that I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to get up on this internet and remind y'all about this. If it seems too good to be true,
Howdy,
then
howdy.
it probably is. If you're
Hope y'all doing well. Thank you, man. I hope you're doing good too. Welcome in, welcome in.
Decisions or the actions that you make, then it's probably fake. Women apparently, because of their more conformist nature, it's a lot more easy to feed them a den of lies, right? If it's not for, on a YouTube or Instagram or like these new modern platforms, marketing and advertisers was doing it even before the internet existed. They just did it through paid TV ad spots. Keep them unaccountable as hell, blame men, sell a fake damn lifestyle, and then use that delusion to turn it into a marketing funnel for your own benefit or your product or your service. Is just a tried and true method. And although this sucker's going down right now, there's going to be another one in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, who they going to find and then boister up as what a real man is. But get him out of here. I think I'm done with this damn conversation. Guys, I want to hear what y'all think about this. Put it down in the description box, the comment box down below. But I appreciate you.
It's a sad situations on both ends. It's sad that we got another panderer that was, profiting while beating his wife. And then we have a situation where a woman was willing to accept the abuse while the check was coming. And as soon as the check started going to somewhere else, now she wants to blast him. Both parties suck in this scenario for me. Kind of want to talk about that, but that's way too long. I think I only got time for one. You know what? Okay, chat. Which one y'all want to watch? Y'all want to watch 4,000 Houston teachers quit? Or do we want to talk about the whole Lindsay Clancy bullshit? I'll let y'all pick, because I can't decide, because both of them good. And I like to stress stuff, so this is probably going to be the last video before I have to sign out. Bro, I'm down for this leg day workout. Need Poggers, energy and hydration, and use code Spydr-Bro to get yourself 10% off your order. And if you also need some refreshment, also use code Spydr-Bro with Dragon's Tea or Dragon's Treasure to also rehydrate. And he's selling coffee as well, chat. So either way, you can get your the supplements that you need, the refreshments that you need, the energy that you need, and you support me with either or. All right, I'm gonna flip a coin. See, heads for men walk away, tails for women are fed up. Tails.
Imagine if 1 out of every 3 teachers at your school suddenly left, disappear, no longer there. That is the reality in Houston ISD. New numbers show more than 4,000 teachers quit recently, leaving students to adjust to a lot of new faces. We have teachers.
Yes, please support the Cyber Foxu and also support me by using the code, or you can use his code. You can use his code Pixel Plus at checkout.
Here to talk about the turnover. Joining us now, Jennifer Germany, Tamara Johnson, and Matthew Harnett, along with former educator Michelle Williams, who was at HISD. So when you guys see that number, all of those teachers leaving one school district, what are your thoughts?
I think that you have to look at it like a business. The districts.
Before you really answer, seeing that many teachers quit, especially in one district like that, that is a massive ass problem. That is something that all hands need to be on deck, and we need to figure out what the hell is going on. Mainly, it's the parents. A lot of times, it's the parents. Oh, it's Pixel Foxu. Okay, sorry about that. I got it wrong. Sorry. Use code Pixel Foxu at checkout to save yourselves 10% off. At I think Pix, you with Dragon's Treasure too, right? Yeah, I think you are. So both Dragon's Treasure and Poggers. Save yourself some money, get you some hydration, and you're supporting your favorite or one of your favorite content creators. We all win.
That represent the greater Houston area. They all have their different ways of doing business in the school district. HISD has had a rough go at it. It's real stressful, and teaching is already kind of that kind of job, so teachers are finding other things to do.
That's true. Some teachers are finding other things to do because they're realizing they have options. If they come to the conclusion that the pay, working conditions, and level of support aren't worth the stress, they're going to take their skills somewhere they feel more valued. And that should be a wake-up call not just for Houston ISD, but school districts all across the country. They're tired of dealing with the broken system, administrators, out-of-line students, and their disrespectful, obnoxious parents. These new crop of teachers, they don't have the patience to put up with it. It's not worth their safety, their health. It's a lot of teachers that got sick working these positions, putting up with all that stress. And that's why you see a bunch of them saying enough is enough. 4,000 teachers.
And if you ask me, we are underpaying teachers. Teachers is supposed to be the next step. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of these teachers are woke and sending these agendas and stuff like that. I say, yeah, they asses need to be fired and get the hell out and bring actual teachers that's trying to teach children actual reading, actual math, actual history, actual economics and all that stuff. We need that. All this whole agenda bullshit. No. Get all that shit out of here. Real life skills. I think they need to start teaching kids. Bring back home ed. Bring back teaching kids how to cook. And they need to start teaching kids how to deal with financial institutions. What a credit card is. What is APR? How to buy a vehicle. How to negotiate. All this stuff that's for real world. Teachers need to be teaching these students. Yes, that part also falls on the parents as well. But we also need a curricular. We also need, somewhat of a professional teaching children how to do all this.
In one district, Houston ISD, saying it's not worth their sanity and well-being. And that right there should make everybody pay attention. you should be very worried about a future where teachers are walking away.
All right, and Tamara, your thoughts about this?
I believe that teachers still love education. I don't think that they're leaving because there's a lack of love for education. I think that it is.
And they're tired of these badass kids, and they can't put belt to ass. That's what they're really tired of.
The responsibilities that the teachers have. You used to go in, you could teach with joy. There's so many demands, so many documentation that you have to do, so many responsibilities, accountability, all of these things pressured on a teacher. And then at the end of the day, you really don't have time for yourself. And then when you think about, I don't want to just be cliche and say the money, but when you think about it, you're looking at the pay and then you're looking at all of the responsibilities. It's not a lack of loyalty because the kids are not the problem. Some may say,
no, the kids are in fact the problem. There's a lot of teachers that's willing to get paid what they're being paid solely so they can teach the next generation. Don't get me wrong. Yes, the pay is the problem, but it's mainly the kids. It's just like a business. Usually a lot of times when people leave, especially good people, when they leave a business, they're not leaving because of the business. They're leaving because of the managers. Put this in reverse. Teachers are not quitting because they hate teaching. They're quitting because these kids can't be taught.
the kids are bad. That's why they're leaving. That is not so.
And that is exactly why they're leaving.
It's just a heavy load that you have to deal with from day to day.
They're looking at all the work and the stress, then looking down at the paycheck, and it's just not adding up. And the reason why a lot of teachers are still there and they don't quit is that they genuinely care and have a passion for educating kids. However, at the same time, maybe her kids in her class are not bad, but there are some teachers that have a hard time with behavior issues and they're not getting support from the school or the parents. I once promoted a teacher here in her GoFundMe who had to
How do you reach these kids? The kids that want to learn something, you teach them. The kids that don't want to learn something, you get their asses out because they're distracting the class. Heavy loads. Is she trying to say something about teenage boys, or she may or may not be inappropriately involved? Your sister left public school and went to a prison to teach, and she said the kids in prison are way better than public schools. Yeah, because they're held accountable. Mess up in them prisons if you want to. Mess up in them prisons if you want to, and see what happens to that ass. These kids are not being held accountable. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it is a lot being a teacher. You know, you have to manage a lot. But when you have to manage that plus these badass kids, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Undergo all types of surgery after a student attacked her over a cell phone. The woman couldn't walk for I don't know how long. That was several years ago. I hope she's doing okay now.
Oh, and that one kid that beat the shit out of that teacher for taking his Nintendo Switch. Now, don't get me wrong. That was a failure on the school district because the mom did try to warn him he was heavily autistic. But still, he beat the white off that teacher. God damn. God damn. Every school should have military class for each grade. You misbehave. Welcome to having a drill instructor for a teacher. Yeah. What does it call it? Because I was in the military class. I was in the, what's it called? What is it called? I think it should be voluntary. And when you mess over and when you keep fucking up, it's involuntary. Welcome in. And they should allow the drill instructor to beat the kid's ass. JROTC, yeah, thank you, Goff. JROTC, yeah. Yep, it should be voluntary and involuntary. All right, welcome to these drills.
But I remember that teacher and other teachers I covered having to deal with behavioral issues too. So I'm not going to discount them and say all the kids are angels. There are indeed some bad ones. And we have the evidence of what happened to those teachers that had to deal with that behavior. But I also agree that it's not always just students. A lot of problems are also coming from the system and the administrators for sure. And that's why when I usually cover this issue, at some point in the story, we're going to keep coming back to the multiple factors here. It's not just one.
All right, and Jennifer, your thoughts?
My thoughts are I'm not surprised because we cannot continue to do business as usual as the turn of the century continues to change. We have too many people at the top head making decisions for people in the classrooms and not asking or for input from us. You make these decisions and nobody sees it through if it's
I definitely hate that for people who have no idea what the hell is going on in these classes or in these like in these industry make decisions that fucks over everybody at the bottom. I wish before these top heads make a decision, they come to the workers, they go to them and be like, hey, what can we change? What can we do to make things better? Instead of just saying, I think this, judging from the data or judging from the records, I think this will work. No. It usually never works. Please, get it through your thick skulls, people at the top. Come to the job. Go to the warehouse. Talk to the teachers. Talk to the employees. Hell, talk to the students. And then make a decision based off that. But this is one symptom of a larger generational erosion of civilization. Long march through the institutions, Management and owners and people who write the protocols and the policy do not get touched by the consequences on the ground. Exactly. When they start getting held accountable for the decisions that they made, there'll be a lot of smarter decisions.
Going to be work as a cohesive unit for the teachers. It's like our needs are continuously overlooked and you get tired of always being wrong. You get tired of whenever something's not going right in the classroom, it's your fault. If I've had an experience where a kid walked out of class, I immediately called the parent and the parent told me I was unprofessional.
And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They are not listening.
I had a situation where I got into it with a teacher. Guess what? My mom chewed me out, and then she talked to the teacher and got the teacher side, and then my mom told the teachers, like, hey, I understand he messed up, and I'm getting on his ass about that, but here's where you messed up too. And then my mom still made me go apologize to the teacher.
To the teachers at all. Everybody is always blaming them. You have the administrators coming at them. In some cases, the students themselves coming at them. And then you have to deal with their parents that will have a whole meltdown and side with their child even when they're wrong. Look at the situation here. She had a kid acting up in class, running off, and then she's calling the mama to tell her about her kid with these behavioral issues that, of course, she already knew about because most of these parents, they get tired of their own kids, which is why they're always glad to throw them off to the school system, to the teachers, and they treat teachers like babysitters. They disrespect them and allow their kids to do it too, when it's these teachers spending the most time with their kids day to day. Nah, these parents don't spend time with their kids when they're down to the school and after school for 8 to 10 hours per day and then only home.
Parents on a passive income who have the time and the skills are a godsend blessing for Gen A. Yep. Hopefully, however I do it, either with the job, I get promoted to make more money, or lottery, or this streaming stuff pop off. Hope I put myself in a position to where when I do find a lady and I do get married and have children, I can go ahead and homeschool them. Cause I don't trust these public schools, and I don't trust private schools, and I damn sure don't trust public schools. I'm gonna homeschool them.
With them for a few hours before it's time to go to bed. The teachers are the ones with your kids every day, not you. That's why these parents had full meltdowns during C-19 when they realized they couldn't stand their kids and wanted to hurry up and get those schools back open to throw them back off on the teachers. And that's why I don't ever want to hear them disrespecting these teachers that's coming there every day to put up with their own little people they don't even want to deal with. And that's the truth.
How you deal with your kids? Actually be parents. Actually discipline them. If you don't want your children acting like demons, guess what? You gotta discipline them. You gotta give them structure. You gotta talk to them. You gotta communicate with them. You gotta let them know what they're doing is wrong. Sometimes simply talking to them and letting them, informing them why this action that they're doing is wrong is sometimes the only thing you need to do. And then sometimes the belt must come out.
Because I couldn't tell her where her kid walked out to. And I'm like, ma'am, I talk to you immediately when it happened. When kids walk out, they don't tell us where they're going, ma'am. So you could call him, and you just get tired, and your spirit gets beaten up to a point.
Yeah, there's no perfect thing. Homeschooling does come with its own issues. However, I'd rather deal with those issues than deal with these institutions brainwashing my kid and turning them into another monster within itself.
Well, you just say, you know what? I don't need this. I've experienced work-related stress to the point where I've had an aneurysm.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. And there are many other health issues that are caused by stress that these teachers are dealing with in the school. And she's not the only story. It's really not talked about enough.
I want to live. And this year's my 30th year. And I'm making the big decision of, do I want to continue on, or how long can I do this? I love the kids, but sometimes people forget that teachers are human, and that the same way you don't want to be overworked, don't put more on a teacher than they can bear. It's like they want us to be Jesus. We can fix everything in this 90-minute or this 45 minutes. No, we can't, because we're doing paperwork, calling parents. You got to document if TT went to the restroom. I mean, I've literally, like during testing season, you got to write down when they went to the restroom and when they returned. It's ridiculous. So you get tired, and then it's just a lack of respect. People fed up.
Michelle, let's bring you in real quick.
As long as your kid doesn't become society inept retard, you should be fine. Yeah. I mean, even if you do decide to take your kids to public and private schools, always chat with them when you get home. Always talk to them. Hey, how was your day? What did you learn? Go over their work. Make sure they done their homework and stuff like that, and go over it. And then try to spend a little bit extra time, because yeah, they're right. During the 5 business days where you're at work and they're at school, these teachers have your children for 7 to 8 hours. So you don't know what the hell they're teaching them. That's why it's important that you try to spend as much time with them on the weekends as possible to somewhat try to counter it. So when you get home, try to talk, no matter how tired you are, try to talk to your kids.
You're not teaching right now. You're still a teacher, still an educator. You're fighting your own battle. That's a different story. But how has the system changed overall? Do you have the same pressures that we're hearing from these educators as well?
Teachers are in an abusive relationship with the district. That's just it. They're in an abusive relationship with.
The look on her face. She said it. Oh, she said it. Oh. Nah, just let the tablets raise the kids. They will turn out normal. It's not weird at all.
Teachers are in an abusive relationship with.
You're preaching to the choir? Oh my gosh, she said it. Ooh, this about to get good.
The district. That's just it. They're in an abusive relationship with the education system.
Yeah, she said right. Nobody can dispute that. Nobody, especially in Houston.
The pressures are there. Teachers are mistreated. They are not treated like professionals. Houston ISD specifically, it's the most egregious culprit when it comes to abusiveness and abusing teacher. They want them to stand constantly. They can't sit down. They are fired if they push back, as in my case. They were trying to force me to break laws, and I refused to. So teachers are being abused, and not only.
I wish you would expand on that. I wish you would at least gave one detail on what type of law. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these kids who are homeschooled and never made to interact with other kids. No, yeah. No. If I'm gonna homeschool my kids, no, I'm gonna make sure. One thing that I'm definitely gonna do, like I said, if I do become successful and I do have the money to buy a house and stuff like that, I'm gonna try to find a neighborhood with other young adults. Well, I'm in my 30s, so I'm not considered young, but I'm gonna try to find a neighborhood that has plentiful of young adults that looks like that they're ready to have children themselves. That way, my child will have friends to play with and socialize with. No, I believe in trying to have my kids socialize and all that. And hell, I need to get back in contact with a lot of my family members too, that are going to be having children as well. So not only will my kids have both friends and they will have family that they can socially engage with as well. Oh no, I'm not gonna keep my kids inside the house. No, because they're homeschooled. We're going outside. We're going to the parks. We're going to go to like a the swimming pools and all that stuff. No, we're going to make sure we're going to spots where there's other children to where they can socialize and interact with other kids.
Are they being abused in the school district? The state is preying on teachers and setting them up for failure because they're bringing politics into our classrooms.
And of course, we want to establish so people could know you worked for HISD.
Yes.
And they ended your contract.
Yes.
You no longer work there. You said they tried to get rid of you.
Yes.
Really quick, guys, when we hear, overall, do you think a state takeover also changes a school dramatically, like what we're dealing with? Go ahead.
Honestly, there's no one villain here. When we think about public education, it is a
I think she's an insurgent.
system. And so when you have good people leaving a system, we have to stop looking at who to blame. Is it the teachers? Is it the parents? Is it the students? Who is it? It is the system that needs to be fixed.
Who's running the system, man?
Already see she's having a problem holding parents and their kids accountable. Even earlier, trying to pretend like behavioral issues aren't prevalent in these schools. Yes, it's definitely the system, but there's also a problem with poor parenting that even allows the system to be able to get away with some of this. We can hold the system accountable while still acknowledging that parents have a responsibility to raise, discipline, and teach their kids how to handle themselves too. Parents must also be involved in their education, stay engaged in the process, and make sure they know what's happening with their child. Your child shouldn't get to the 12th grade and have no reading comprehension, because that will mean not only did the system fail that child, but the parent or parents did too. Look, we can hold the system accountable while still expecting parents to do their part. After all, that's their child, not the teacher's child, but the teachers are held more accountable for their kids.
Who to blame? Bad parents, bad government, bad judges, bad schools, bad teachers, bad school districts. Yep. You need to point the finger and also do the part. Oh Lord, I cannot pronounce that word. Tomahawk. See, I can't read either.
Kids than them.
Instead of having these exit interviews when people finally say, when you get a veteran teacher for 30 years that has all of this experience, decide to leave.
Teachers are not totally innocent either. Some are just bad teachers. Yes. Yep. And some need to speak up and push back against the bad systems. Yep. In my school, it took the kids walking out of the school in order for them to fix all the issues that was going on in school. Spin around. Okay.
You want to do an exit interview. You should have been trying to do an interview to try to see how you can retain these good people. Try to see what other districts are doing that has a low like they have
oh God. Dude just got to work. Tim Curry passed away. What? Tim Curry? Oh shit. Oh, he died. What's today? Oh, he died yesterday. Oh no. What? 1946 to 26. What age is that? He died at 80. Damn. Really, we're losing a lot of good ones, man. Come on. Sorry, you meant word. Okay. You just got word. Oh, what got the word? Got word. No, I got you, Pix. I got you. No, that's sad, dude. Let me see. What Wikipedia say? August 25th, 2026, was an English actor and singer known for his villainous roles on stage and screen. He received an Emmy Award as well as nominations for a Grammy Award, 2 Oliver Awards, and 3 Tony Awards. He was the best known for portraying Dr. Frank in Further in his musical The Rocky Horror Show, as well as in the musical form Rocky Horrors and Picture Show. Curry started his career in the West End production of the musical Hair, 1986 to 1969. Nice. He went on to be nominated for the Lawrence Olivier Award for Best Actor in the Musical for his roles in The Pirate King, in The Pirates of the Penzance, King Arthur, and Spamalot. On the Broadway, he earned 3 Tony Awards nominees. His first for Best Actor at Play as his role as in Wolfgang's among Mozart and the Amundus 1980s, followed by 2 nominations for the Best Featured Actor in the play for My Favorite Year, 1992 is Spamalot. Sorry. Yo, Spidey, what's chilling? What's up, Duperberry? What is we looking at? Sorry, got news that another actor, Tim Curry, he just passed yesterday. So I was doing a little bit of reading on his background. Man, it's sad. All right, sorry about that, chat.
Retention rates. Why are their teachers coming back and other teachers are leaving? Let's start having a conversation about fixing the system that...
No, I refuse to pick up the tongues. No. Nah, I do need to pick up the tongues. I do need to learn how to grill. That way when I get my beautiful wife, I'm putting my meat in her mouth.
That we're in these good people and start trying to figure out what we can do to retain these good teachers.
True. You should be talking to the teachers before they decide to exit. Engage with them. Involve them in the process. Why wouldn't you involve the people that's on the front line of this issue every day?
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We're
I'm talking about the stakes, chat.
talking about why so many teachers are leaving the education system, and we have our panel here. We're going to ask you guys, what does it take to fix the problem, to address and to retain educators? Take it away.
What my district is doing, and which I love, they offer retention bonuses. We're going to give you something extra because you thought enough and to be loyal enough to come back.
I think they need to start making schools compete and actually start making teachers give a damn about teaching these children and be quick to throw the disruptors out of the classrooms. I think they need to do away with No Child Left Behind programs and just look, if you holding the kids back, you need to get out. You need to be held back and let the kids who want to come in and learn prosper. Just like Asmongo said, you get rid of 2% of the disruptors. You get rid of those 2%. And schools will flourish. That's what they need to start doing. They need to start get these kids out. These parents, they don't want to do nothing to these kids. Expel them. Okay, look, we try to talk to you about your child. You ain't doing nothing. Okay, bet. Your kids have to go somewhere else. Sorry.
You're valuable.
Me the money. With gas.
It's not just about the money. It's not just about the money. Because what you'll get teachers that won't give a damn because they are getting paid, and they're just gonna pass the kids. It needs to be some type of structure on why y'all getting this check. But we can't kick out disruptive kids. It's not equitable. Dems ruin educations and want to produce useful idiots en masse. Yep. No, get them kids out. Get the kids out. To fix the problem, look at the mirror and fix the curriculum. That they are not supervisors and principals, but only the teachers. They don't change the rule book. They only teach. Yeah. it's one of them multi-layered things, but it's one of those things to where we can either knock out the big stuff first, or we can tackle the little stuff. Depending on what the school is, how you attack. Some schools you can attack the big stuff first and then hit the little stuff, or you got to work yourself up. How take DEI and other socialist policies attracted a shitload of gravy train riders who could get access to the vulnerable children. That's definitely a possibility. That's definitely. I'm not gonna complete. That is possible. Yeah, they get paid to indoctrinate and groom the children. Yeah. That is instead true. Too much money. Bags in their pockets. Yep.
Prices going up $5, $6, $8. We need money. We need gas retention funds, really.
And I do think so. They do need money, but the Department of Education was siphoning all that money. I think a lot of these schools does need money, but again, I still think it's competition. These schools need to compete. You produce good children, you get the money. You produce bad children, you get no money, and then soon you'll be shut down.
And truly, because we all gonna be at the Valley doing the dance.
Well, use that one, gas retention funds.
Yes,
I'm gonna need that.
Another thing is, and I think the question we left out on, does the state getting involved help? It can. It really, it can make a difference, but it needs to be a clear mapping out of what the objectives are. And everybody needs to have some buy-in, because I've experienced state takeovers. And if the community doesn't have a buy-in or have a say-so, if it's not clear what the objectives are, then you're going to end up doing the same things.
All right, Matthew, let's hear from you. What do you think needs to be done in order to address the bigger picture of education?
I think I heard someone earlier say something about you can't legislate integrity. I think on a personal level, every single individual that steps into their job, into their role, into that space, they have to kind of check up on that and just be down to do the job. And that's why I was saying, kind of like looking at it from a business perspective, because I think a lot of educators are in the education space now, but maybe rather do other things because it's more money, or because it's more freedom with your time, or maybe it's just something else you want to do in life. A lot of they say that those that can't teach. I've been a teacher for a little bit, in and out. That is true sometimes, you know, and because that is true, other options become a little more sexy, you know.
Why?
What did you mean by that? The entire social civilization collapsing and poisoning and misusing of taxpayer money is the destruction of a childhood and makes me sick. Yes, true and real. Now back to this freaky motherfucker.
That word, though. It is another way to say that.
You know, so it's like I don't have to be at this school all day getting stressed out. I can do something else. Like teachers quit and drive an Uber. You know, like just to be free of the stress.
Right.
You know, it's like I can live a low maintenance.
You drive for Uber, and then you have to end up taking a child to a school.
This life, but have a stress-free life, and it's like when you have that, incentives like paying them more money. The district I currently work at, every single year you get paid more, no matter what. It's just like every single year. And
it should be competition. It shouldn't be no matter what. This is why why teachers are still quitting. It should be a competition. It should be, okay, who's, and there should be a competition amongst teachers too. All the math teachers, y'all in competition. All the history teachers, all the science teachers, all the chemistry teachers. If you have multiple gyms, all y'all in competition. Y'all produce the best children, and guess what? You get paid the bucks. So that's what it needs to be. The schools need to be competing, and the teachers need to be competing within the schools as well.
That's kind of like.
And we also need to be holding parents accountable. Your kid come up in here being destructive, you got only a handful of times, depending on what the child does, before, all right, your little brat is expelled.
Incentivize you to come back. I'm there this year. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I'm back this year because it's like why not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they treat me good, like they're actually doing right by me. Why not? I would never go back to.
And let's talk about the impact on the children and the students. You know, we all can recall being in our teacher's classroom, and when you lose that teacher, it's just heartbreaking, especially as a kid. Talk about the impact on children as well.
Well, the impact on children, I have a first-hand experience. I was ripped out of my classroom under my first termination of my classroom of third graders. And the principal thought it was a great idea to tell the children that I wasn't returning without telling the parents. It's hard on children.
Yeah.
I was removed abruptly in March. And those children, a day doesn't go by to where I think about how that's going to have an effect on them moving forward in their lives, because they were 8 and 9. We're a close-knit group of students. And it's hard. It's hard when teachers are not there. I've been working with parents to fight back against the system, because teachers like me, I taught for 26 years. We're no longer there to protect these children. They don't have real teachers. They have personnel that happen to get a certification.
Yep. DEI and all that stuff. Even if it wasn't DEI, there's a lot of teachers that just skated through, and they're not really trying to teach. They're just there collecting the check.
And see, that's the energy I just got from the man that was speaking on the panel. Like, whatever, I'm just here. They're paying for now and treat me all right. Like, why not just stay? What else can I do? And that's not the attitude of the traditional teacher, like
It's
the woman
bridge
talking
now.
teaching for 26 years. The mindset,
I forgot to do what is the new? Let me see if I can find the new act. Brave might pull it up. That's definitely a Kirsha video I probably need to do, but her bridge videos are long. That's probably gonna have to be on the weekend when I'm doing a yapping section, when I have more time. Let me see if I can find out if it's gonna let me. Okay, it's actually being literal. Let me do this. Damn. So yeah, that's probably gonna have to be a Kirsha video that I'm gonna have to look into. If it's a Foxy reaction, Yap and Chill, join you for that. Munya. Man. Ooh, that would be the day. If I can get Kirsha on the Yap and Chill show, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, you talking about doing the Yap and... Oh, I see what you're saying, Pix. You saying on the Yap and Chill, we react to Kirsha. Yeah, I got you. All right, let's finish this video.
The passion, it's not the same. And you can clearly see that.
Those are the people that are charged with protecting and making decisions for your children. And that's the devastating effect of having teachers like myself and experienced teachers who truly cared removed from the classroom.
All right, Tamara, we got to hear from you. Come on.
Look, I don't want the people to leave thinking that there's not incredible work going on in public schools, because there's absolutely some schools that are doing very well. Shout out to Decaney High School over there in Spring Independent School District, who turned it around for our district. TEA was knocking at our door, and we was back cleaning up stuff. And once we let them in, that school...
Look, anywhere she pops up, bro, just Jesus, take the wheel. If we can get Kirsha on VTAPs or Yap and Chill, bruh.
Turned around in 1 year. So there's excellent work that's being done in education. I think that we need to.
If I get her on the Yap and Chat, I don't. Oh, I'm gonna flirt, but I'm gonna be professional about it. I'm gonna throw some flirting in there, but I gotta be professional.
Start supporting teachers more in the classroom.
Yep.
We need to start alleviating some of the extra meetings, some of the extra work that they're putting on them. We need to have systems in place that support behaviors, not just sending students home, sending them back to the classroom and different things like that. We have to put some stuff in place that can start addressing some of these behaviors.
Yeah, the behavioral issues you started off saying didn't exist as a true problem. We all know these are behavioral issues and they didn't come from the teachers or the school. They came from the parents and the home. And somehow all these misfits created more misfits. You're bringing them to the school and expecting the school to be the social workers and the family counselors and planners for all these students that picked up on the behavior in their home environment. It's how they're being raised, which is why you can't ignore the parents as a major factor here and only blame the system. It's both.
You got to go after the parents just as hard as going after the system. If there's no home training, if the kids are not being taught to mind themselves at home, what do you think is happening in the school? So you have to go after the parents just as hard as the system. It's both. I'll keep Spydr on his toes, unless he wants his melanin to be taken away again. Another reason, in another stream we talked about public schools that does nothing but BSing in game, and the streamer did a game because she is a teacher herself and knows what's up. Yeah, the parents connects to the kids, and the kids connects to the school behavior. Yep, double buddy. Yep, you're right. The hell? Okay. I'm caught up with chat.
Both. Nah, you cannot fix this by blaming only the system while pretending the home environment doesn't matter. If we really want better outcomes for these kids, everybody has to be held accountable. The school, everybody involved there, the personnel, staff, faculty, the system, and yes, the parents. All the parents and their kids are not angels, and the school system is just a devil. Like, stop it. You gotta hold them all accountable for their roles, because a bad school system is able to exist in communities where bad parents exist. I'm talking about the ones that don't care enough.
If the parents are not showing up to parent-teacher meetings, they're not showing up to the board, or when they have the annual meetings and stuff like that and not speaking out. That's what I said earlier. When your kids when you get home from work, talk to your children. Look at their homework. Look at what they're learning. Ask them what they're learning. Question them. And when you hear something or you see something that shouldn't be in the curriculum, go up to those board meetings. Let the board members know, like, hey, this is what's going on in these schools. What the hell? Parents have to be involved, because what Pink is saying is true. The main reason why corruption is in these school systems and this stuff is because bad parents are allowing these corruptions to spread. And now we have situations that we have now where kids ain't learning, they being destructive, they being groomed, they being and they're just being passed, and now they're adults, but they don't know what the hell to do about anything. They just graduated school, but they can't read. They don't understand APR. They don't understand this. They don't understand that. They fall for bad deals all the damn time. And they think, oh, it's the white man that's keeping me down. No, you're retarded. The parents connect. Okay, I already read that. I saw something that's come down. I thought that was another chat.
About their kids to not only hold themselves accountable, but also hold the system accountable. When you don't really care yourself, of course you're not at the school board meeting. And no, you're not coming to no parent-teacher conference, but you only complain when there's an inconvenience for you, when they have to call you about your child, and it's interfering with your own life, when they send them home or make you spend money on school supplies. It's like, for some of these people, they have to be losing something.
Ooh, I learned real quick as a child. You bet Spydr, you better not let a teacher call your mama. And not only do not let her call her, she better not have to leave work. Ooh. I tell you, one time my mama had to leave work because I was being destructive. And when I tell you that ass whooping I got was legendary, I learned not to let that happen again. Let's see, you are keeping you down. Thank you.
Money, time, income.
Oh, yeah. Shit. I think that mean what? Yes, you are in fact keeping yourself down.
Convenience or something.
Sorry, I thought
to
you meant
even
something
pay
else,
attention
Amaha.
for a second because they only care about what's impacting them. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. I want to thank everybody who support this channel. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh shit. Yeah, close all tabs. All right. Ugh. All right. How do you fix the school system? By fixing the people in the system. How does the system remain broken? By making policies that get ignored and letting people place blame anywhere but themselves. Yep, any and everywhere but themselves. The proper discipline for these kids has been hard on them. Detention won't work because it makes it worse. The only way to make these kids is to check in, is to lock them down, strip them of their social media, and teach them to drop and media and tech, and drop a big ass motherfucking book of law and obedience right on their faces, so that they can get butthurt in the game and get schooled about life. Yes, take away their devices, and then reward good behavior. This is what my mom did. When I brought home good grades, when I brought home stuff, she bought more for me. I brought home bad grades and stuff like that, I was punished. You want to reward good behavior and punish bad behavior. You want to teach your kids while they're young to have structure, to have discipline, to be less impulsive, to actually learn. And then also you got to get that energy out of them too. Play with your children. Go for walks. Go to the park. Teach them football, basketball, whatever. You have to also yes, curricular is important, but also allowing them to be children is just as good as well. Allowing them to get out and be free and have fun, smell some fresh air, learn, be imaginative. All that stuff is great for teaching your children. I got straight A's and once it ended up with a new dog. Yep. The way I got my PlayStation 3, because oh god, that's $600. My mama was not coming off that easily. I brought home A's and B's, but the B's were high B's. There wasn't no B. They was straight. They was high B's. And then I got lucky too, because GameStop did a discount, and then I got real lucky. Instead of taking like $150 off of my PlayStation 2, they took $300. But by the time they realized that, my mom took that damn sedan and treated it like it was a damn sports car. By the time they realized it, they was hearing tire spin. That is funny to this day. When we was going in trading the PS2 to get the PS3, the girl at the register was like, "All right, ma'am, that would be $300 for your for the purchase." My mom's like, "Huh?" She said, "Say that again." Yeah, it'll be $300. My mama hurry up and gave her the money. It was like, "All right, son, come on, let's go." But mama, come on, let's go. We got on the freeway. She was like, "Son, you do know they took $300 off that console, right?" What? So I got hella lucky. But all right. This is where we're gonna end it right here, chat. Thank you everybody for coming through. Thank you everybody for being here with me. This was fun as always. Let's see, who are we gonna raid today for kick? We're gonna go ahead and raid. Oh, Rosa, she's streaming. We're gonna go ahead and raid Rosa for a kick. And for Twitch, we're gonna go ahead and raid Later, CB. I'll catch you later. Let's see. I think she's asleep.
Shit. Wow.
Oh.
Oh my god, this is nuts. Hi, hello. I'm getting a raid. Hi, welcome to my cursed stream of Cleanest Art.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Raid
here
these
to
nuts in your mouth.
traumatize the new never mind, 40 people. Hi, hello. I am here to traumatize the 14 of you. Welcome to my the accursed stream. I draw
And then
cleanest.
we're gonna be rating Nick's Amania
I draw
on
cleanest.
Twitch. Oh God.
I like
Rosa.
to plap 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 like honk plap honk plap honk
God
plap.
damn it, Rosa.
Welcome to my.
I'm already getting embarrassed. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.